someone to hold you, hold you, hold you. I'm wondering what you do when you need someone to hold you, hold you, hold you. I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering what you do. Hey, you on my mind, I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering what you do. Hey, you on my mind, I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering what you do. And I'm not with you. Hey, 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 hey. I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering what you do. I'm wondering about you. I'm wondering what you do. Do you know where we'll go? You've always been home to me. No, what am I to do? I'm in love with you. Open your heart, you'll see. You are all I need.
Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Brawlhalla 2 weekend action. My name is Skip. With me is Recip like 3.0, 2.5. What's the joke today?
You know what? I'm feeling 4.0 today, man. I think we're upgraded, we're elevated, we're multiplied. Because you know why we're 4.0? That's not even just me. It's both of us. It's because we got 4 people in our lobby here for North American 2v2s.
4 with the keg.
What does that even mean?
Oh. It's okay. We'll teach you afterwards during the break. Anyway, you are right, though. We do have 4 people in our lobbies because we got 2's action going on here for North America today. We're going to be starting off with a pretty hype set. I'm very excited for it. We're going to be getting Hybrid and Shade. Going to be taking on Wubs and Bunny.
That's right. It's going to be a banger set no matter which way you look at it. I love each and every one of these players. We've been watching them for a very long time in the 1v1 space. That's not to say we haven't seen them in 2v2s either. We definitely have. But as we get into Winter Champs, there's a lot of unknowns going to 2026. We have seen so many upsets. Even Marky in the lower bracket now for North America. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, Marky Future Bubbles, I mean, that is, like, certainly very surprising. They ended up losing to, who was it? Was it Rye? No, Truck Stop Burrito and Rise, I believe. So yeah, it was a little bit, oh, no, that's not Rise.
It's somebody.
Yeah,
it's Marky too. He cloned himself.
But, yeah, still, it was a little bit surprising to see that. But either way, we do have Shade and Hybrid coming up here again, taking on Wubs and Bunny. Bunny, again, I've said it multiple times before, one of my favorite players. Just an absolute lunatic when she's playing. And it's not going to be any different here, especially 2's already being much more chaotic. It's going to be lots of combos flying all over the place. I'm very excited for today.
I'm always a big Bunny enjoyer. I love the way she plays. Her hyper-aggressive Rayman style is entirely unique to our own. I will say we have seen Doll Sims and Raymans in other regions so far. They didn't play as well. We saw the immediate swap-offs after the first 1 or 2 games. I'm hoping that won't be the case for Bunny, because I don't think I've ever seen her play anything but the Rayman. But as we head into game number 1, we are going to Miami Dome. Just real quick before we get into things, we saw Seeing Shade, I don't recall exactly who it was in 1v1s, made a major up in Winters. So, coming into this, very excited to see how these small platforms in Miami work around with all the axes on board.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slobber knocker, that's for sure. These teams are going to be throwing haymakers back and forth. I expect to see some stocks flying very quickly, but we are going to see the first few weapons getting picked up here. Actually, everybody's equipped right now. It's definitely something that's going to be a bit exciting.
Yeah, long-range weaponry on the double axe coming out here. We have the lances as well. The Devil Jin, of course, on Seeing Shade's side, looking to get that extra pressure down on a Bunny. Doing a fairly good job. She does try to go for recovery, unable to find that final connection, however. Wubs, in a fantastic spot, could have been the one to break the seal of North America today on stream, but it's Wubs himself to be the first to fall.
It looks like Bunny might be a little soon after. No, going to be able to recover, stay alive just a little bit longer. No, it'd be your own teammate toughing you sometimes.
Yeah, it happens. I like the coverage coming out from Hybrid and Seeing Shade's side. They're doing a great job with the coverage, catching the landings against Bunny, who 200 damage. Okay, never mind. I thought that would be Bunny the first to fall next, but no. Bunny still survives. 231 GC neutral sig coming out, having that survivability, but unfortunately it's not to be.
Yeah, tried to extend that combo just a little bit longer, wasn't able to get it, and got the recovery punish coming out there from, I believe it was Hybrid, going to be able to close that one out.
You would be right.
Here we go.
Hybrid's still on that first stock. It's Wubs, who is struggling a lot here. You have Lance and Hammer. You're very anchor heavy. You're looking for any sort of platform control. Finally, a neutral sig is out to give a bit of a reprieve. Seeing Shade attempts to do the same to get rid of all that grounded coverage that Wubs had claimed. And while it works temporarily, Wubs unable to find the Sair. Struggling again to find any grounded control. Eventually lands the D-Light Sair. Shade without a weapon, off the stage. No follow through as Hybrid, such a major issue.
And that's going to be some pretty solid damage there, getting that stock out of the way. But blue team, honestly, we can see a 2-stock swing here very quickly. Bunny going to be able to survive just a little bit longer. But as I was mentioning, blue team at 189, 157 apiece here. This is certainly a very close game. There we go. Definitely a nice little swing here. Can they find a way to get Shade kind of pinned down and get this stock out of the way?
Wubs had such a struggling first stock and a half, but everybody else has caught up to him. Bunny herself now, the only player left on 2 stocks. This is some great perseverance from Red Team.
Yeah, so they're definitely doing a great job here, especially how things started off a little bit rough, especially with Wubs, you know, losing that stock early and then kind of just falling behind as the game went on. They seem to have stabilized themselves now, you know, definitely found a solid game plan here. And that's something we're always going to see in these game 1 situations anyway. It's always going to be a little bit rough at the beginning, and then people are going to start stabilizing to get their game plans into motion. As you can see right now, last stock situation for everybody on the board. Wubs in a bit of danger, unarmed and at 134.
You're completely right, my friend. This is the download game for us to establish the storylines and figure out what the heck is going to happen for the rest of the set. Wubs hasn't found a lot of success on that lance. The hammer comes down, we suddenly start seeing more anti-aerial play. 2v1s in act though from the blue team. Shade and Hybrid are looking for any opportunity to take down Bunny. Hybrid's the first to fall. Shade now off stage. Weapon throw is out. Bunny overextends. Wubs tries to find a dare. Doesn't connect. But Bunny, the extended GCD sig was nearly enough. And Shade somehow survives and gets back on despite the Bunny ledge guard. That's 2 signatures. Make that 3 that don't connect. The neutral light could be enough. Shade gets back onto the ledge. Barely a dare. Should solidify game 1. No!
Oh,
Shade makes it back! How? Okay. All right. That almost became drastically bad for Red Team, but they closed it out.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary there for a little bit. But like, yeah, that was nuts. Really got to hand it to Shade though. Absolutely no quit in that dog, and I mean that's what we like to see anyway. We want to see our players, you know, play to the ups, you know, the best of their ability. We don't want to see them give up when there is a fighting chance, and they almost pulled it off there. Yeah, see, right there, a little bit of a scary situation, but that's when Wubs comes through. They may have lost the first stock of that game, but they certainly took the last one to be able to put Red Team up 1-0.
Yeah, I would honestly argue that this was Blue Team's game up until the very end. The fact that we saw the targeting on Hybrid, especially from the hands of Bunny, really focusing on that 1v1, dodging most of the capabilities Blue Team was bringing out for their 2v1 positioning. Got to give it to the survivability of Wubs too. Really great micro calls from all the team players overall. We're heading into game 2. We return back to Miami Dome. Really, the ball was in Blue Team's court to bring this back.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how things kind of fall into place here, but going right back into Miami Dome. And again, we're just in that early game at the moment here, so everybody's going to be trying to get equipped in some way, shape, or form. There we go. Finally, everybody's got some. We got a couple of rocket lances on board here, a bow and an axe.
Yeah, my big focus right now is going to be Wubs on this lance. We really didn't see much impact with it. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Barely not touching the ledge on that dare. It's a repeat of game 1.
That one is a lot faster of a stock, though, and also was just kind of a mistake. But
we've
because
seen
of what we saw...
Wubs hold on to this second stock pretty well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, from what we saw in game 1, I'm not writing them off yet. However, Bunny losing an early stock as well definitely spells a little bit of trouble.
So the question now is that if we haven't seen Wubs bring out Lance a whole lot, do we think we're going to see a legend swap in game 3?
I don't know. I think we should focus on what's happening in game 2 here first. And
Yeah,
I think, you know, depending on whether or not there's a win or a loss and just how they adapt going forward is really going to be able to determine what that answer is going to be. But as we can see right now, okay, there we go. I like that. Hybrid recognized, hey, I got Wubs off stage, but I'm going to head over and try to help my teammate as best as possible. Granted, Shade lost the stock, but still, just good recognition, just recognizing the situation.
Yeah, great coverage from Hybrid there, finding the Sayer, catching the landing off of Bunny on top of that as well. That's a recovery out. Wubs gone. Second stock lost. Hybrid still flawless this game up until Bunny's recovery. Allows a 2v1. Great recognition again from Bunny to follow through onto the dare. Wubs, again, has to play that survivability. A complete stock diff compared to Hybrid.
Yep. Okay, there we go. There goes Bunny. Now, again, 2 stocks to 4 here. Oh, Wubs gonna have to try and find their way back. Okay, they do get a wall touch here. They do still have a fighting chance, but like they have to get some pretty solid 2s combos going. They were able to pull that off a little bit. Got Shade up to about that 86 range. And now at 161, they could potentially take a stock out of here and do a nice little like 2-stock swing. Okay, Shade's gone. Now can they find a way to knock Hybrid out?
Yeah, but Bunny and Wubs are playing hardcore mode. Any Sayer from either of the kit of Shade and Hybrid should be able to take out either one of these Red Team members. Wubs is playing a dangerous game. The recovery doesn't connect from Shade. Wubs gets back onto the ledge, barely avoiding the neutral sig off of Devil Jin. But that's going to be Wubs gone. Bunny potentially not far behind.
Side lane.
Yup, that's how it goes. That's going to be recovery out now. One stock gone. Bunny again. A single hit from anything. That's the neutral sig. And that's going to be a 1-1 set.
Yep. Very well done. Blue team answering back very strong. And that's definitely something what we we like to see here. A little bit of some, there were definitely some errors here on the red team side, especially that early stock from Wubs and Bunny following not too long afterwards. But as we can see right here, are we seeing? Okay, Wubs has left the game. I wonder if we're just trying to restart our game here real quick, but we could see a character swap.
Wubs did this at the end of game 1 as well, so I'm not sure if there's like an issue going on with his game, internet, who knows, but I was expecting a legend swap. We don't see that. Maybe there's some sort of external issue that we just don't know about.
Well, I mean, one answer is definitely going to be coming out here, and that's going to be the fact that we are not swapping characters at all. Which, I don't think is too bad. I mean, again, the starts of the last 2 games have been a little rough, and Game 2 didn't quite go the way Red Team wanted to. But I think there's still plenty of time to be able to, make the adaptations. We're only in Game 3, and it's 1 apiece. I mean, we at least have a Game 4 coming up after this, so I think we'll be just all right.
That's right, and we're going to Fortress of Lions too. This is going to better suit Wubs on the Lance. We already see the Lance being the first weapon to be brought out. There's a lot more landing room for Wubs to work off of, which I think was a major struggle for the red team side. They couldn't get proper ground without getting punished. Bunny, unfortunately, not catching a recovery there. First to fall.
First of all, a little bit unfortunate, but honestly, it's really not that bad right now. However, Wubs taking a lot of punishment here. Now up at that 122, blue team's doing a really solid job of keeping the damage to themselves to a minimum at the moment here, and getting some strong punishes in the process as well.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. The punish game from blue team has been fantastic. I love the coverage that they have, mostly on grounded games, forcing Bunny and Wubs to really only have the ledges of the stage as a safe zone to work off of. Neutral sig is out, though. A little too premature for what Wubs was attempting to bring. Shade, fortunately there. Side air is out. Wubs, not long for this world will fall.
Yeah, that was a great reversal. Just great recognition from Shade. Just seeing, the Shade there. Actually, knew exactly what options they had available, and just recognizing that Wubs was just a little too far out there. There we go. Shade's going to lose that first stock. Hybrid still on their first stock here.
Great spot dodge.
169.
Huge spot dodge coming out from Bunny, evading the ground pound from Hybrid's Lance. Bunny's back to the ledge again, now that it's a 2v1. There's the attempt to get something going. Wubs does, that's huge, but no follow through. Shade once again has been Houdini on these ledges.
Bunny at 194, honestly could be losing a stock here relatively soon. It's just a matter of blue team finding their footing. Oh, they might get Wubs in the process here. No, they're going to opt for a bit of a 2v1 and actually just kind of abandon that pretty quick. They do get Bunny out of the way, though, and now Wubs is in their sights looking for something. But both of them just doing a great job of just keeping blue team off of them, giving themselves a little bit of breathing room in the process.
Shade's not too far behind from losing the second stock, though. Really, right now, Bunny needs to target this Gauntlet wielder for a chance to make things an even game. Wubs is at 211 damage. No, Bunny! Oh, no. At what cost? Hybrid falls. Yes, Shade shouldn't be too far behind. All it takes is a breath of air to take Shade down. But Shade survives. Keeps it going.
Oh, he's gone now. So, but one stock apiece now. They do have a brief 2v1 moment here. They just really were not able to capitalize. It's a little bit rough. Blue team very healthy, all things considered. Bunny could be losing a stock pretty soon. Just a little off in that Sig call out from Shade. Not a call out, but an extension of that team combo.
Surely now we'll see the focus on Bunny, right? No, instead seeing Shade, the ledge guard. Wubs struggling. Bunny's looking for that safety net to help her teammate come back on. She does a great job. Hybrid there for the Nair. Fantastic coverage on that Lance as well. There's no chance of a safe landing for either one of Red Team members. Seeing Shade's there to catch the landing off of both of these players. But missing. Follows through with the Nair. Recovery is out. Hybrid gone. A huge turnaround. Bunny, hardcore mode. 212 damage. Anything from Shade's kit will take her out. And it's an end light to do it.
Yeah, it's just one of those scenarios. Just didn't have a weapon in hand, so wasn't really able to get like anything. If she had If she had gauntlets, there's a chance that that was like a very different story right there. Her gauntlet combo game and just her ability to control so much space is just, it's impeccable. Unfortunately right there, no weapon in hand, had the bow just ready to just kind of snipe you real quick if you jump up, and you know, she just ended up putting herself in the wrong spot, and Shade took advantage of that, so well done.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of advantages too, I think the game state that we're seeing from this blue team, they're working very well with the space that they have on any stage that we've seen. The fact that we see consistent nairs coming out from Hybrid, ensuring that no aerial space is safe for Bunny to work off of. Wubs is attempting to go for overextensions off the ledge, and Shade is great about capitalizing on that space too. It's really up to Bunny and Wubs right now to figure out how they can win consistent 1v1s.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the issue is. Like, the main issue right now is just them just trying to find those, like, confirm those spots, like when they have them open. Okay. Blue team immediately just beating each other up. Like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna reset this game here.
I wonder if it was maybe they wanted a different stage. I wasn't looking at the stage map bands for this one.
I mean, we'll
so, see. Do we think we're gonna go back to Lions?
I don't know.
I would assume so.
Wubs is out of the lobby again.
Something's up with Wubs' game, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Might need to verify the integrity of the files or something.
Got bugs crawling in that computer or something, dude.
You ever seen like any of those photos where like people bring in a computer and it's just filled with like computer lice?
I was literally, we're on the same wavelength. I was just about to mention like the videos of people having like ants in their screens. It's like, oh my god.
It's crazy. I'm just like, dude, how?
the worst thing that's ever happened to me like that was when I was really little, like 9 or 10. I would bring my laptop outside. The fan started making this horrible sound. It sounded like bones grinding together. Brought it to the shop. Turns out it was like a very teeny tiny piece of leaf got into the fan and started destroying everything.
Get destroyed.
That was the last time I went outside.
You've been inside ever since.
Yup. That's how you become an esports caster, man. You just don't go outside.
That is true. That is true, man. The more time you spend outside, the less time you have a chance of becoming an esports caster. So. All right. Well, as we continue to push forward here, we're in Game 4. It is win or stay home for the red team.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting marker. No, should we stay or go outside?
Well, I mean, either way, they're going to be home, you know?
That's true,
It can't be a go-home situation.
True. You're right about that. Well, hey, maybe, you know, land's coming up soon. Maybe some change arounds. Bunny, unfortunately, not long for this first stock, though. Great 2v1, despite Wubs still being on the stage, just not finding an intrusion point to get in.
Yeah, blue team, just as the set has gone on, blue team has found their footing incredibly well. They are in an excellent rhythm right now. They're doing a phenomenal job separating red team, getting these 2v1 combos built up. The damage output has been phenomenal. Look, they're still relatively healthy on these first stocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming down to a lot of mentality things, too, from Bunny and Wubs. Unfortunately, again, just putting themselves in positions where there's like a lack of comfortability making those extensions to attack in when there's a 2v1. Bunny forced into a 1v2, seeing Shade full grounded control, sends a nair straight into the air. A fantastic side sig to send Wubs to a very high damage deficit.
Goodness.
Both of red team Skiff, they are very, very low on this second stock.
I want to see the stats after this game because I feel like almost like about 90% of the moves that blue team is throwing out is connecting in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like they are confirming everything. Like they're not whiffing very often, if at all. And there we go, another stock gone, and blue team still holding on to their first stocks here. And there we go, 6 stocks to 2 in blue team's favor. One's gonna disappear. Oh, are we gonna go for it? Okay, I would say Shade's about to throw this stock away, going for something crazy, and Bunny will find her way back on.
It really speaks to, again, the space control that we're seeing from blue team. Bunny is known as a hyper-aggressive player. She hasn't been able to show that off on this set, except for the very first game. It's been spacing control, allowing the landings. No movement whatsoever for red team has gone unpunished.
Blue team is excellent right now. The first 2 stocks were like phenomenal. And things have slowed down a little bit, but, like, I'm not worried about them at all because, like, look at this. I mean, you look at the damage numbers right now for the red team, and they're both looking like they're going to be losing these stocks relatively soon. Blue team has a whole other stocks to go through at the moment. Red team has to play the most, like, perfect game possible. And honestly, with just the way things have gone this set so far, I just do not see that happening.
I don't see it happening either, man. I am fixated on Shade's movement right now. He's been playing an impeccable game, reading the directions about where Bunny and what would both go. That was a blink and you miss a ground pound at the end. I cannot wait to see replay guys show that back to us. That was impeccable work from Shade.
That was a fast double KO too.
Let me see this here. Okay,
yeah, just creating some space. I like that. The weapon toss. Just saying, hey, stay away. There we go. Boom. Get that one out. Yeah, that was fast. Woo! Just quick decision making.
Great landing reads from Shade's side. I mean, of course, you know, Hybrid was doing a fantastic job with setups and knockouts himself, but honestly speaking, Shade's eye test was incredible the entire set.
Oh yeah. Can we get the stats up real quick? I do want to see the accuracy that red team had.
I do too.
Throughout the game. I do think towards the end they started whiffing a bit more, but I mean it looked great the entire way through. Yeah, 48%, 47%, 43%, 20% on their signatures, but yeah, it looked pretty solid. Like, I know that Bunny has a 52%, but only throughout 46 attacks, just the red team just smothered the entire time, unfortunately.
Yeah, there was just no breathing room at all for Wubs and Bunny. I'm you know, because we know Wubs was resetting his game after you know, every game that happened, there may have been some external factors, but the truth of the matter is that, you know, all that really matters is what happens in the server, and really seeing Shade and Hybrid had complete control of the entire set.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just well done. I mean, game one was definitely a nice, strong showing from red team, but after that, it's the blue team show until the set ended.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. They got some good synergy. I don't know who they're going to be fighting next. Let me see if I can go find that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Where were they?
That's a great question. I'm looking right now, too.
All right, I will
say,
them. Oh, they're taking on the first seed. They're taking on Zen Hideaway next.
Oh, God. Well,
good luck.
I mean, you know, they had a a good set, but
I mean, they're playing good, but Zen Hideaway, man, they're
that's
strong.
A different level.
Yeah, that's a strong team.
So our next set that we have is Rise and Soul versus Renivic and Arthur. They're going to be going up against each other. I'm going to be honest with you. Outside of Rise and Soul, I don't know Arthur and Renivic. These are new players to me.
Let me see if I can find anything about them here.
Well, we're going to have to hurry because map bans have already started. We might
whatever.
be going
we just
back
get to the
Miami.
Game, we get to the game. I'm not worried about it.
Hey,
I can tell you for sure that the winner of this will be taking on Guichiboo and Raid. So best of luck.
Yeah, this is a lethal elimination bracket, man. There's no easy track to victory here. We're heading to Miami Dome for our first game of the set, though. Sidra Cross up against an Olgrim Rayman. We've been seeing a lot of Sidras in 2v2s this tournament. I gotta say, I'm surprised because normally we don't see a lot of Sword, but honestly, the Sidras overall have done a really great job in every region.
I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Sidras in twos. We saw a lot last weekend in ones, and then we saw Arbiter one time yesterday, I think. But
no, we saw Sidra more than once yesterday.
I can only remember one time, but I do know for sure we saw Sidra a lot last weekend too. So just seeing Sidra in general more is dope for me. I think she's a really cool character. She got a great design, so I'm all for it. Seeing Cross though,
yeah, shades of 2023.
Yeah, right.
Well, look, you have the Cross, you have the cannon. Just bring out the Onyx if this game doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, Gauntlet's in a good spot, Blaster's in a good spot. I'm not surprised to see Cross. Well, I mean, I am just because I haven't seen Cross in a while, but, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I see it, I'm like, yeah, you know, it kind of makes sense, so.
It does. Rise is going to be the X factor to try to deny some of the Gauntlet capabilities of the Cross pick. He is going to be the next to go down. Everyone is on their second stock except for Soul. The Rayman doing a fantastic job holding the line. I'm just curious now to see what Arthur, excuse me's response is going to be. He's been fishing for a lot of dares, going for ledge guards. Renivic playing very hyper-extensive heavy, looking for any sort of advantage to get off onto this first stock.
Oh!
The matter seeing though, big reversal.
No, that was just a stare into the wall, and then Ryze tossing the weapon exactly where they were going. So that was just confirming the stock, 100%. Very well done, very well scouted by red team here. There's actually been a couple of really solid team combos they got going, and then just barely miss out. Maybe the other blue team member disrupts them, or maybe the timing is a little off. But red team's looking pretty solid here.
Yeah, I'm really loving what red team's bringing it out in this first matchup. We're utilizing the soft platforms pretty well on Soul's side. Renivic looking for an attempt for a dare. Can't quite find it. Fishing for these aerial attacks against Ryze. Ryze has been getting away with everything. Anything imaginable. GC sidelight tries to save Arthur. They've inadvertently ended game 1 against them. It is a massacre. Bottom of Miami Dome. Wow, Skip. What happened?
A lot happened. Red team completely ran over them. And it just got worse as the game went on. I think the damage from blue team was like 150 and like 230 something.
Yep, 150 on the cross.
I mean, definitely a nice dominant game here. Got to see if blue team can do something a little more consistent somewhere. Maybe the map change is what they need. We're going to be sticking with the same characters. Let's see if they can figure something out, because that first game was a bit rough.
Yeah, it really felt like Renivic and Arthur were conditioned to fish for dares a lot on both of their weapons. And we saw Ryze punish that a lot on Lance, not so much on Axe. I think Double Axe could be a strong start for the blue team, but Soul just had such a dominant game 1 on both weapons.
Okay, there we go. Solid work so far, blue team. Definitely in a much better position here. Actually has a pretty decent lead. If they get Ryze out of here, they'll have that stock lead. Ryze is in that deep red right now.
It's working pretty well, finding out the 1v1. This is what blue team wants. Extension combo coming out from Soul's side. He continues it forwards, catches the landing off of Arthur, had a nair brought out, back to the stage. Is looking for a way to maybe get rid of this first stock.
Definitely trying to work for it right now. I mean, Soul's been doing a really good job of not taking too much damage. Only at 83 right now on this first stock. Both the blue team at risk of losing their first stocks here relatively soon, and it'd be a nice little stock swing for red team.
Oh no!
To take the lead. Weapon toss.
Oh no!
Just arced it and just absolutely bopped them on the head, and now they're gonna be looking to try and take Arthur out.
Oh, that was not great to see. Arthur unfortunately got the side stake off of Ren, threw them off stage, and then the weapon throw found a miraculous arc to take down Sydra's first stock. That's unfortunate.
Ooh, surviving there just barely. Soul and Arthur looking like they're going to be losing these stocks relatively soon. Honestly, you look at either one hard enough, and that stock should be disappearing.
There we go. That's going to be
Got
Arthur
one.
gone. Soul
Okay.
not too long after. Ryze.
I like that, though, because Soul was looking for a potential to get another stock out of Renivic. Just, you know, maybe they can get something set up. Renivic just had, again, a good counterpunch there, was able to take that stock, and Soul was already so deep in the red anyway.
You know, the confidence is rising on blue team too, but we are seeing beat for beat the same exact stock formation as game 1. Soul was the last to lose their first stock, held on to the second for quite a while. In fact, they never really lost it.
Yeah, I mean, Ryze on this Ulgrim right now, man. We've been seeing Ulgrim live up to some crazy damage numbers this whole week.
210 right now.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the play is here. Ooh, fell
What a
out.
denial!
Yeah, honestly, just greatly scouted from Soul, just saving the teammate here. That could be a stock disappearing from Renivic. They do survive and keep the sword in hand in the process.
Had to keep their teammate alive instead. That's a recovery out. Ryze the first to get to their first and last stock. This is looking good for blue team. They're finding their confidence. They're finding more ground to control again. They're pushing red team on the back heel. But Arthur, man, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's a big mistake. I mean, you just kind of knocked your teammate off the stage. You didn't put yourself into a 2v1 scenario, but, like, you gave the red team enough breathing room to find their footing here. You get Renivic out of the way. There goes Arthur. One stock apiece all over the place. They're going to try to find a combo. They're going to get a little bit of something, nothing too crazy. But I would say they don't have the lead in terms of damage, but like it's the momentum is certainly in their favor, I think.
I mean, hey, compared to game one, this is a clean break. We had full stocks all on the last. It's just a matter of seeing if Ren can find this extension. GC neutral sig was nearly enough. It wasn't. I apologize. Down sig. It could have been it. A third down sig doesn't connect either. So it's looking for any opportunity. Slide charge, side sig could have been enough, but it wasn't. Recovery out from Ren. Maybe it. More team damage from the blue team. It makes me nervous. Art is gone. Recovery from Soul. Side sig from Ren. Can't end it either. A dare. Renivic. There's no way back in. Flooding them down. That's game 2 for Red Team.
My goodness, man. Red Team really digging deep for that one, too. Blue Team definitely performed so much better, I feel like. I mean, the problem is now that you're down 2-0, and you can't afford to make these kinds of mistakes anymore. So, like, you really got to find, what's really been working for you, and you gotta push it as far as you can right now.
I completely agree, man. The fact that we saw that side sig come out from the cross and kind of contributing I think the first 2 KOs against Renivic was definitely not the position you want to be in if you're the blue team, especially when you're facing elimination in this specific match that we're about to see. Hopefully, yeah, we can see things cleaned up. Oh, interesting. Ryze is swapping away from the Olgrim into a Taros. They must have realized that Renivic and Art like to go for more ledge guard-centric plays, and I think the Taros shutdown on that GC neutral sig could be huge.
I mean that, but I think it's also just all that extra damage coming out here too. I mean, you end up, you get rid of the rocket lance, but you get the hammer in the process. It might just work out for them, honestly, because you look at all that damage, just barely missing out on that conversion. It would have been a huge stock. And they're looking to try and close out Renivic. They do get them here. They actually get Arthur in the process as well. This swap to Taros, pretty good.
Yeah, this is a dream. This is a dream swap that any competitor would hope for. Love what we're seeing coming out from Ryze. A fact again that we're seeing the conditioning from Soul hurting everyone into the ledge, and then you see Ryze put the follow through, usually from Sarah. Works out wonderfully.
And look at that, man. Even though blue team had the stage control with Ryze just kind of riding the wall for a little bit, just trying to find a way on, they weren't really able to do anything there. I think they were just so focused on trying to get the stock out of Ryze, they just kind of gave up on, potential 2v1 combo to get the stock out of Soul. I mean, Soul's at 180, Ryze is at 187. We're gonna need some better recognition of what the game state's looking like here.
Yeah, I think that's a great point.
There we go.
D-Sig coming out from Renivic, cleaning things up. Still, damage deficit against blue team, but the fact now that we weren't really seeing an overextension from red team, the players playing a lot safer once they were in deep red, I don't think that was the best idea, but now that we're seeing much healthier stocks coming through, we're seeing that aggression come out again.
Okay. Here we go. Nice. Well done. Arthur, second stock gone. Looking to try and close out Renivic. They are covering that corner. They were just daring Renivic. Hey, get back on stage. We dare you. Renivic going to lose that stock. Now 4 stocks to 2 here. Blue team facing
elimination.
This is the elimination. Is this the elimination side of bracket?
I believe so.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna
say start
this.
finding something.
Yeah, yes. All right, well, Art started fishing something. Extended ground pound comes through. Ryze falls. 1 stock left.
Yeah, but the blue team both in that red 121, 157. They gotta be careful here.
Yeah, this is tough. Tough spot to be in. That's Renivic gone,
go.
potentially eliminated. Same double KO off the Taros pick. Wonderful work from Ryze there in that last game.
Yep, and then this is actually winner side of bracket. So
well,
they still have another chance, but still, man, that was tough. that was very tough.
Yeah, that was a rough showcase, and we've already established how rough the elimination side is for North America. It's not going to be an easy road.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a rough one. We've seen a lot of strong teams so far here. Lots of great combos, the typical North American aggression that we're used to seeing, I feel like, with Brawlhalla. So, honestly, just incredibly well done by them. I believe, though, we are going to be taking a quick break here. And yes, we are. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to be taking a quick break. We got more North American doubles action coming up here in just a moment. And let me see, who do we got coming up? Yeah, you're going to want to stick around. We'll be right back.
Oh.
No smoke without a fire. You can taste it in the air. This unquenchable desire from my soul beyond repair. On the prowl, yeah, we like that. Hear the roar, I'm a beast, you're a wildcat. Can't be caged. Let the whole world know we'll never be tamed. Do you want domination? Power is the name of the game. We are royalty. Hunger running through our veins. Got the feel for power. Got the feel for power. Flows like water through the stream. On a roller naturally. Got the feel for power. Got the feel. Like the devil in my review. No, he's never far away. You know God has to forgive you. And I don't believe in fate. No hesitation. Show me what you're hiding up your sleeve. What are you willing to lose to gain more than you could dream? Keep on those toes.
Did you think you could keep me out? I can't tell if you're sweating or crying. You're stronger than I thought. I'm not cheating, you're just not trying. You're so predictable. I'm Loki, and you're who again? Lord something? Very good, legend. I think he likes you. I'm finally here. Or am I? Welcome to Brawlhalla.
North America 2v2's rage is on. I don't know what to expect. We've already had some pretty wild games thus far, and we can already see the legends in the lobby for the next, and you're not going to want to miss it. We have something wild happening here. My name is Keg, and I'm joined by Skiff once again, and we're going to be seeing who can take it out in North America 2v2s.
Yeah, we're going to be getting into our next match here. Should be very interesting. We've got Raven and Creed taking on Greedy and Shadow. But what we're seeing on our screen right now is a level 100 Volkov, which I feel like is the only person
Never in my life.
to have a level 100 Volkov.
Hey, you know what? At the start of our block, I even said we have not seen a Scythe in 2v2s, at least for us casting. The fact that we see, now we see not only a Scythe, but a level 100 Volkov, that's wild to me.
Yeah, it is definitely a little bit silly here, but red team looking kind of stacked too. I mean, they got level 100 Volkov and level 100 Brawlhalla, so these are definitely two people dedicated to the characters.
Yeah.
If not dedicated, you know, I would say, well, they got to be somewhat dedicated. If you get level 100 with the character, you've put in a lot of time.
Hey, you know, Raven's relatively new to the Ogrim, only level 94, so, you know, big skill diff.
Yeah. But on the left side, we got Brawlhalla, which we saw quite a few Brawlhallas yesterday, and the Volkov, which we never see.
Never.
Because Volkov is just one of those characters that's like, they're like an urban legend, right? You see them pop up, like, oh, they are real. But on the other side, we got Kaya and Uldra, a very typical twos team. And we'll see exactly how they're able to establish themselves, both teams, actually, as we start off on Forces of Lions here.
I don't even know how to call this, man, because I don't know what to expect for the Volkov. I mean, look, game state-wise, you have 2 level 100s up against you. I would assume that there's a lot of cooking going on in the background. It really comes down to how we get to see Shadow play out this Scythe.
This Scythe looks incredibly large.
Yeah.
This is a ludicrous-looking skin.
That is like a Sephiroth level Scythe.
If there was one, yeah.
Yeah. And he's got a big sword, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the Muramasa.
Sure. I'll take your. Oh no! Oh no! Overcooking on the Volcom. He just cleared the whole stage.
I mean, Raven was able to survive here just a little bit longer. Does end up losing that stock in the process, though.
Bro,
you know what? Yeah,
was all the
Volcom is
horsemen
certainly
of the
cooking.
apocalypse at once.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I like that. You got a couple hits. Realize that you had your teammate in the combo. Drop it immediately. Go for the other opponent who's actually coming in to try and punish you for that. It's great recognition so far.
I imagine the idea for Shade's Scythe has to be, I'm just going to try to hook people, and I'm going to feed them into greedy.
I mean, yeah, that probably wouldn't be too bad of an idea anyway. I mean, Brawlhalla, pretty solid damage for the most part.
Yeah,
you
heavy
got
defense.
blasters, which are pretty strong. You got Axe that's exposed as well. Axe, incredible weapon. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case.
I also really like Barraz's coverage in 2v2s when it comes to GC signatures. You have a lot of anti-ledge potential here that teams usually condition to uses their safety zone. We saw that in the last set, and it did not work well for the team that tried to utilize the ledge more. But Greedy, once again, finding a lot of grounded work, catching the landing off of one of the players. Just a matter of seeing if this Scythe can find its intrusion point again.
Yeah, they are in a bit of trouble here, too. I mean, 199. We do see Shadow lose their second stock. Greedy following right behind them. But everybody is on a last stock scenario here, so red team, I mean, they're still, they're not in a bad spot. They're sitting relatively pretty.
And honestly speaking, Blue Team's not in a bad spot either. They can absolutely turn this around. I like the 1v1 focus from Raven's side to take down Greedy. It's just a matter of seeing if we can see the micro 2v1. Great signature from Shade's side. Leaves Greed to be the last player left. Still entirely possible with that ground pound. A side air takes him across the entire stage. One dare will solidify game one. Much closer, honestly, than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, very well done. And, I'm just kind of now recognizing, too, red team has a bit of a Halloween vibe going on over there.
Ooh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, it is just the horror show.
I got stun locked by that. I don't know why, but
You're welcome. This is what ADHD does, so.
Again, that's an esports caster moment right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we got the Bella Lugosi and we got the Jason Voorhees going on here, man. I'm excited to see how this plays out. We're going back to Fortress of Lions again. I don't really expect to see too many changes coming out from game 1 to game 2.
Yeah, I don't really expect too much either. I mean, we're seeing a skin swap here for Raven on the Ulgrim, but everything else still relatively the same. Same map, same characters, same teams.
Yeah, I think we saw a lot less of a preference towards Scythe at the end for Shane's side. For Shadow, excuse me. Maybe we'll see a little bit more Axe. This would make it a full Axe lobby outside of Creed, who is struggling to find grounded control off of startup with Pro. But again, aerial control. Shadow, excuse me, again, was ready for that signature follow-through. Unfortunate there that it was just slightly too much acceleration coming out from Blue Team's side. But again, we see very solid signature combos coming out from Red Team. I love the communication coming out from them.
I mean, I see how Greed is throwing out so many signatures when, like, nobody's near him. And I'm like, okay, I see why they, like, Greedy used to tag. You are just searching for everything right now.
But I mean, a lot of it, like, there's like a sense to it, you know? It's like, okay, if this blue player goes farther out, I can hit this.
Right now, be trying to their position here. Red team still doing an incredible job. They might actually be able to get Raven's second stock out here before either one on red team loses theirs. Or that Barraza, 217 here. They could be disappearing very soon, but they are just remaining super elusive.
Yeah, the dash work that we're seeing from Greed is impeccable right now. I love his footwork, the fact that he's maintaining a lot of proper balance with the blasters. The big struggle that Greed is having right now, Greed is capitalizing on. He is finding so much extra work on D-Lights for blasters.
Okay. Dude, we've been seeing like 250 plus quite a few times this weekend, and I'm getting a little annoyed about it.
What? I think that's awesome to see. People are living their lives so well.
No, it's making me
to a
mad.
ripe old age. You just wish you could do that yourself, man. I want to be 250.
Ugh. All right, well, as we can see right now, red team's sitting pretty here. Yep, there goes Creed, gonna lose that second stock.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
that's not
no!
looking good. They might,
Oh
they might take Creed
no!
in the process as well. Creed might not be able to get back onto the stage. Okay, maybe a little bit. Okay, finally gets their footing down.
Good lord! This red team is so evil.
They look the part.
They do. They are playing the heel to a T. This is wonderful work. I am loving this.
Yeah, it's certainly working out pretty well for them too, and their follow-ups with each other are fantastic. There we go. Yep, GCD like ground pound, gonna be able to clean that one up. But yeah, their follow-ups on each other, their cohesiveness is top notch. This is one of those teams I'm talking about this whole weekend, where like. You know, maybe you're not the best player in the bracket, but if you guys work well with each other, you recognize what the game plan is, and you're just ready for it, you're gonna do some crazy stuff.
This is some of the cleanest team chemistry I've seen from this game, period. And the fact that we're seeing it this, I mean, not early in the bracket, but, you know, this, you know, not towards grand finals, I think is a really solid mark for North America right now. We do have a full team comp change from Creed and from Raven's side. We move away from the Kaya and the Olgrim to the Aang and the Onyx. I think this is a good change. I'm mostly curious about Spear and Cannon finding extra work, but to be honest with you, Skiff, we didn't really see a lot of Kaya's Spear in the first two games.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see exactly how everything kind of works out here. You know, changing in a game 3 when you're down 2-0 is already like such a huge risk. Like, yeah, maybe you had it warmed up, maybe you're ready to go, and that's gonna put the opposing team on the back foot as they try to figure out how they're gonna readjust their game plan. But the other side of it too is that the red team's already so warmed up, and you catch up in time.
Yeah, and another school of thought too is that maybe you're going to picks that you're not as comfortable on right now, and so you could be not playing at your best. However, worth noting, Raven, level 100 Onyx in the server, not something we saw off that lane before Olgrim, could be a solid way of bringing it back.
I feel like Onyx we're not seeing as much in 2s like lately, but like this is like a tried and true character for 2s, like a classic.
Okay.
The past couple of years, so.
All right, this is wonderful. You know, we've seen teams go for a very grounded Kaya Olgrim style a lot in 2s, and if they have to make the swap, they'll go for a scrappier style with the Aang or Wushang, sometimes the Chun-Li, into double gauntlets. This is a great turnaround from Blue Team.
There we go, bouncing his bald head off the wall. Right into the blast zone there. Very well done. But no, I mean, both of these characters are characters I'm used to seeing in 2s anyway. They're both played often, especially Onyx. I feel like we used to see Onyx on every team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Cannon alone with gauntlets being a
wow!
nice little combo piece. And then he's got so much defense.
Creed's already down to 1 stock. What is happening? He is consistently losing these 1v1s to Raven.
I mean, Creed's about to be on the last stock too. Never mind, they got the wall touch. And then Shadow just was not able to clutch that out.
That is unbelievable. Creed has to play this so carefully. He does have high defense. He has the capabilities of taking a few extra punches. Shadow, not so much. Lower defense on the Volcom pick. Still needs to take the 1v1s on the second stock to give some reprieve off of Creed.
Shadow potentially going to be losing this stock here soon. They're going to need to start taking the front line because it is looking a little bit dangerous here for Greedy. At 138 already.
This is such a precarious spot to be in. Shadow falls. That's a 2v1 off the stage. Green, can he use any GC6? No. He chooses not to. He doesn't want to get punished.
I mean, he's getting some solid damage here too. Again, onesies, twosies, back and forth all over the place. He's going to be able to keep those blasters in hand. Okay. They're looking for a way to get Creed out of here. They're working hard for it too.
Yeah, Creed's gonna be the X factor. Him is gone. This could very well turn into a 1v1. Raven's still in that second stock. All you gotta do, 1 solid hit against Greedy, and we turn into a full 1v1.
I mean, they're just trying to find a way to just get them down. It's now a 1v1 scenario, but you have to get this stock out of here. 184 should be able to take care of it relatively soon, but I mean, you know, it doesn't have a whole lot of damage, and again, Onyx just has so much defense in the process here, so it's going to be a little tougher than it looks.
Yeah, it's going to be so tough, Skiff. But the thing is, too, is that we haven't seen a lot of Scythe in 2v2s. We have in 1v1s. This is where the Volkov could truly shine.
Okay. Yep. Okay, there we go. Getting one stock out of the last stock scenario here. You are going to have the... Oh, wow, no!
Okay.
Oh, completely whiffed out. I'm like, oh, cool, going to be able to weapon starve him. And then you just throw your weapon away and don't pick up the new one.
Shade's going to play a little bit safer here. 120 damage on this final stock. Raven, elimination stock right now. Does not want to play this overextensive. Has to play this carefully. Going for a pure punish game, but still applying pressure. Finds at least the Sair. No recovery follow through. Weapon throw into Scythe. Shadow immediately wakes back up.
We know what Scythe is capable of. I mean, we saw that axe in hand, and we're like, okay, you know, obviously they're going to try and get something going here. They're going here, they're going to do as much as they can, but I know the Scythe is what they're looking for, especially in this 1v1 scenario. However,
recovery.
You're not going to be able to take another one of those, I believe.
Yeah, no. Things are getting scary for Shadow right now. His spacing is looking great. Trying to catch the landings off of Raven. Raven's fully aware of this. Goes for the punish. Sair is out. GC Sig into getting back onto the platform. Beautiful work. Level 100 knowledge coming through. Two level 100s facing up against each other. And
yeah,
lights out.
Gauntlets now.
Now it's weaponless.
Yeah, got rid of those gauntlets pretty quick. But, you know, the cannon here still has a lot of, you know, KO power. It's
220.
I mean, you're 220 right now. Yep, you just had to get that one more hit, and they are able to do it. And honestly, you know, I was a little worried about the character swaps, but it seems like they were able to kind of get their flow going before, you know, they end up going down and getting eliminated. So very well done from Blue Team.
Yeah, really happy from Blue Team right now. The gauntlets coming out from both of these players. Fantastic work. I love the cannon 1v1 we saw at the end from Raven's side. Really no notes. You just keep this up if you're Blue Team, and we are looking at a Game 5.
Yep. We'll see if they can get it done, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, again, Red Team, you know, put on the back foot a little bit there, just trying to see, hey, what, you know, changes we need to make. How do we go against this new team setup that they've got going on? And it looks like, you know, hopefully in Game 4, they're going to be like, okay, we figured it out. We know what we need to do. Here's the changes we need. Let's see if they can get it, you know, executed here. That's what the big problem was.
We go to Shiganshina. That's going to be so good for Raven. I'd be worried about Shadow's Scythe. As great as his Scythe game has been, there's a lot of ways of dodging and escaping Scythe combos on a large stage like this.
I mean, the other side of it, too, is that you're going to rely even more on Barraza to try and close out these stocks here because, I mean, Volkov does not have a lot of damage. I mean, granted, you got, you know, Axe and Scythe. You're going to be able to, you know, put some, you know, decent setups, but you got to really make sure that Greedy is ready to confirm on those.
Yeah, you're completely right. And if I'm Red Team, I'm looking to convert out all this space to being a ledge-centric game. We had the neutral state come out. Greed immediately falls. That was from the middle of the stage, too.
Ooh, big! Okay, wasn't able to get the stock closed out. That's the higher blast zone for sure. Volkov gonna be able to survive just a little bit longer here. Shadow gets back to the stage. Ooh, okay, just a couple jabs with the spear, but wasn't able to close it out.
Side sig out. Not sure what stopped that momentum. Oh,
whoa! What?
Whoa! A movable object meets immovable wall. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a DBZ moment going on there. Ooh, that could be the stock. No, okay, they're able to get that wall touch. I thought they had less resources than that.
Yeah, Raven still 193 first stock. This is a fantastic spot to be in. If Raven can just keep it going like this and greed. Oh, that was greedy, and that was scary.
Okay, here we go. Gets Raven out of the way. And they're going to be looking to try and close out Creed as quick as possible, but Raven's going to be able to get back, provide a little bit of relief. Okay. Blue Team, you know, they're trying to work hard here to separate Red Team as much as possible. And we've seen what Red Team's able to do. Like when they get their combos going, you know, they're in a very good spot. So if you're able to separate them, you don't have to worry about those team combos quite as much.
Raven's looking for the ledge guard right now. Greedy goes for the recovery. Spot dodge from Creed works out well. He's attempting to set himself up, maintain that distance, fishes for the Sair. Greedy goes far, but Creed again, 240. Eyeing now that final stock, the same as Greed. The two Eads could fall first. Recovery's out. That is so unlucky from your own teammate. Again now, potential elimination stock from Creed.
They're going to be working hard for it here. Greedy's already on their last stock as well. And 86 now. They're taking some damage here. Blue team is doing an incredible job. Again, the swap to these characters have definitely breathed new life into their game plan. They are playing phenomenal. These double gauntlets have certainly been huge for them as well.
Absolutely. And going to Shiganshina was such a great mention as well. Greed is gone. Shadow's got a lot of work to do now. And on a stage like this is not a Scythe stage.
It's not a Volkov stage, I would say for sure. Not
yeah,
a 2v1.
Yeah. You're not wrong there.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Playing basketball, or just playing wall ball in general, using Volkov. Shadow working hard here, but man, this is definitely going to be a tough one. I don't think it would even all 4 minutes, even if Shadow was able to survive. I don't think it'd do enough damage to get these 3 stocks out of the way.
Yeah, you would have to be a signature demon now. Under the stage we go. Spot dodge out. That could have been Raven to capitalize.
That was a really great air dodge, yeah.
Oh, side sig is out. That should be game.
Oh!
Okay. All right.
Just giving him a free stock.
Creed got revenge off of that recovery from Cannon earlier.
This should be it right here, right? They got double gauntlets going on. I mean, yeah, there is Scythe, but you need to do something really cheeky here. Blue team. All right, guys, you can stop messing around.
Blue team wins.
All right, but here we are going into a Game 5 scenario. Really was not expecting this going off the first 2 games, Keg.
Yeah, I wasn't either, man. The fact that we saw that massive swap to the double gauntlets, the confidence is soaring now from the blue team. Really happy to see it. The onus now is on this Volkov and Greedy the Barraza to see if they can switch it up. But so far, it seems like this is a team struggling to find an adaptation.
And Raven has been performing phenomenally here too. Again, that Onyx is coming through big time, really extending these stocks out a lot longer than you're normally expecting here. And again, in these 2v2 scenarios, Onyx is just such a stalwart character set.
A big reason why we see the Aang and the Onyx, at least in the past, a lot more in 2v2s. The Aang has always been a staple. Extended signature coming out from Shadow. Unfortunate for him. No follow-through past that recovery either. That could have been an early KO off of Shadow. Pogo number 1. No second Pogo. Greedy's there to make sure that Shadow can get back onto the stage. Side Sig is out. Creed's the first to fall. GC Sig is not enough to confirm against Raven, but Creed should have had it there with the side Sig. It's not enough though. 153. Raven just needs one solid hit against him to turn the tide to a full lead for red team.
There we go. Very good stuff. Gonna be able to get that first stock out of Greedy here. Raven really gonna survive. 173, maintaining the gauntlets in the process as well. Shadow 176. Don't see them holding on to the stock for too much longer. And there goes Raven. Okay. 2v1 scenario, can we find anything out of it? No, Creed just say, hey, I'm gonna go high up, I'm gonna make sure you guys can't get me, I'm gonna wait till my teammate gets back, and then we can start playing the game again.
Wonderful work now. 2s across the board. Creed's gotta be careful. We could see red team go for a lot more 2v1s here. Raven playing towards the ledge. Any opportunities for an early KO would be vital here for this game 5.
Taking quite a bit of damage here in the process too, but Greedy's not too far behind.
Remember too, there's going to be a lot more defense for Greedy than there is for Creed. A Sarah could have been enough to bring Creed down to that final stock. It was a neutral sig underway. Safety nets abound. Recoveries from both of these blue team weapons could help each other just in case they go too low. Greed, can he make himself back in? Side sig doesn't connect off of Shadow. Raven's looking for that opportunity to set back up off of the dare. That's Creed losing that second stock.
Raven is actually playing phenomenal. I do gotta hand it to the red team though. They did an awesome job for like 30 to 45 seconds of just keeping blue team separated and just building up some solid damage on Raven. Granted, they haven't gotten the second stock out of there, but they do find one on Creed, and it's 3 stocks across the board, so nobody's really taking too strong of a lead here.
Yeah, the big argument
see
now
that,
is
yep.
to see who loses that second stock. That's Raven. Shadow is holding on tight. Remember, this is where it ended with Raven and Shadow having the 1v1 and just barely losing it out to Raven.
Oh, okay, great
That's
punish,
Creed
but
gone.
you do get Creed in the process. And here we are, game 5. Red team struggling in games 3 and 4, just not able to clutch it out. Now in a 2v1 scenario, you see Ravens looking for Greedy. They want Greedy out of here. And if they get that done, I think we've seen twice now where essentially a 1v1 scenario between Shadow and Raven I would say likes those odds.
He does like those odds, but he's focusing on Shadow at the moment. It's the easier pick. Shadow wants to play more aggressive to keep Greedy safe. But racking up that damage would be huge. Raven can get back onto the ledge. Doesn't even need a Sair. Trying to find a read. Shadow unable to do so. A startup from the cannon is good. But will it be enough? Rack up that damage. Makes the 1v1 a lot easier down the road. But the road might end here. Raven has to play this so carefully. And Shadow's even taking a backseat himself.
Dude, Red is
Whoa,
looking like
Snipes
they're
is out!
I was a little worried there, but Raven's movement was impeccable at the end, but one stray sig is going to be able to close that one out. Oh my god.
Absolutely what you look for. Great consolidation at the very end from the red team. Realistically speaking, maybe there was something I missed, Skip, but the game plan for red team didn't really change for game 5.
I mean, I think they just kind of...
They locked in.
Yeah, they locked in, really. I don't really know what else to say. Like, they just played their game. Because, like, it's not like the last 2 games were bad. It's just that, like, I think they were still just trying to figure out how exactly to play, like, on the defensive end, how to react to what blue team was doing there. But, yeah, I do think the game plan was relatively the same. We didn't see quite the extensive combos we saw in their first 2 games. They dialed that back a little bit. But, I mean, they did the best they could. Really got to hand it to Raven. That movement and that last stock was clean. Again, unfortunately, just got caught by that stray sig to be able to close out that set.
Yeah, unlucky there. Really fantastic matchup to see. We have a few more sets to cover for at least our casting block, and if that's going to be what we see, at least thus far, it's going to get even better from here. We got ourselves Spirit Nemesis and Kozilek's Volst facing up against each other here. This could go either way, man.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it kind of plays out. It is going to be a little bit tough. Do we have the right people here?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I think we got the wrong people.
Oh, do we?
In the lobby at the moment. Hang on.
Hmm.
Double checking here.
Got you. We'll have to wait and see. That's right. We behind the scenes have a small list of the games that are coming up, but yeah, definitely not the same. I gotta say though, I'm kind of looking forward to the game we have on our list.
Same. Yeah, I'm also excited for that. Because like I saw one name that we had on our stream queue, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like yeah, we gotta
excited
cover
to
that
see
one. We gotta cover that. That
But,
player though is not in the lobby though, so.
Yeah, I mean, we're just waiting to see what's going on here. You know, we'll definitely get that figured out in just a moment. Either way, happy Sunday to everybody at home.
Oh.
Again, it is North America 2s, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good today.
Yeah, it's been an amazing showcase. All of winter so far for every region. 1v1s, 2v2s have been miraculous sets. We've seen plenty of upsets too. Yeah, I mean, look, if this is the tempo that we're starting on for Brawlhalla 2026, every single regional tournament, every seasonal tournament, I should say, is just going to get better and better.
Yep. But here we go. This is definitely the people we're going to be getting in here.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for them to get into the lobby. We got Marky Moo and Future Bubbles coming in, going to be taking on Asterisk and Draggy. And I mean, you take a look at what we got in front of us. It's one team does look a little bit stronger than the other.
Yeah, I would say so. 1v1 world champion, people say. The golden child of Brawlhalla coming in here. Yeah, I'd say you have a pretty big mountain to climb if you're Draggy and Asterisk now, but you know, anything's a possibility. We saw Draggy have some pretty nice upsets in 1v1s last weekend, so you know, as long as you can take that momentum forwards and even, you know, take a game off of Marky Moo, I think is pretty good for yourself as a player.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tall task for sure, but we'll see exactly, you know, what the red team here is going to be bringing to the table, what they're going to be trying out. I mean, we're going to be seeing the Bryn and the Roman Reigns come out to play here. So we're going to see some Axe gameplay from the red side. Blue side, some more typical 2v2 picks with the Kaya and the Onyx. I'm not really going to say what's going to happen one way or another, because we don't know until it actually just starts happening in front of us. But
That's true.
I would say it's a safe bet to assume that the blue team will win here.
Yeah. I think the big X factor is going to be Draggy and that hammer. We've seen a lot of great hammer gameplay so far today for North America. Great shutdown value, too, against Cannon with the hammer, too. A lot of D-Light Sayers will take down the aerial capabilities. If Draggy can just find that momentum against Marky move, that's going to be a red team winning set.
Okay. Let's see how this all comes together right now. Nobody's really got too big of an opening here. Draggy has taken a big amount of damage compared to everybody else so far. And again, a lot of straight hits, but nothing like no long strings, no combos here quite yet from either team. Blue team doing a phenomenal job of staying relatively elusive though. But as this game goes on, we are starting to see those damage numbers climb up pretty quick.
Oh yeah, fantastic DC coming out from Draggy's side. Sarah is out, taking down Marky Moo, the first stock loss of the set. GC and Light not enough to convert against Future Bubble. Recovery doesn't either. A dare follow through does remove Ash's first stock. And my God, what a neutral coming out from Future.
Yeah, gotta hand it to red team though. They were able to get first strike there, getting Marky Moo's first stock out of the way. And that definitely has to feel good a little bit. But after that, blue team was able to answer back with 2 more. And as you can see, look at that damage coming out. 115 already.
Beautiful recognition from Draggy, just being on top of Marky's radar. Sweat beads were out. Could have lost that stock. Marky had to go for a recovery instead. Just staying directly on top, over aggressive against both the blue team, is finding wonders on neutral.
Oh, there we go. Yep, we'll be able to catch Future Bubbles. Gonna be able to send them to their last stock here in game 1. Marky moving honestly not too far behind. Ooh, okay, they're not gonna be able to close out Draggy there, but that was a great sig.
The weapon throw shut down the momentum. That should have taken down Draggy.
Going down here a little bit, but we do send blue team both to their final stocks here. Red looking to try and really open the game up here, taking out Future Bubbles. They're going to be able to survive just a little bit longer. And blue team, honestly, on the back foot. I mean, I know I said, hey, I'm expecting blue team to win. But man, red team certainly making a very strong case for themselves.
Astra's playing a fantastic game, but it's the hammer for Draggy that's forcing everyone into the orbit of Astra too. The team combos that we saw in the 2v1s from red team, mwah, chef's kiss. Marky Moo does have that cannon. He's looking for a way to initiate these 1v1s, rack up that damage against Draggy too. But unfortunately, again, the setup's very tough to find up until now. Marky plays for safety, cannot find that final conversion off of Draggy's side, goes back to the grounded game. 2v1 now against Marky Moo. On the ledge once more, fishing things back in, forcing blue team to play the red game. That's Future Bubble gone.
Yeah, Future Bubble out of there. I mean, honestly, Marky Moo, we already know the singles champion, you know, in Brawlhalla right now. If you can get Draggy out of here and then force a 1v1 scenario, it's not looking too bad for you. It's just a matter of getting Draggy out of the way. And there we go. Yep, going to be able to weapon starve Marky. Marky's got to work super hard to try and find a way to get this game 1 out of here. But red team has been playing phenomenal so far.
Wonderful work from both of the players. Really, everyone in the lobby has had heroics so far, but again, you finish it with a scoop and score. That's going to be a wonderful game 1 for the red team.
Yep, very good stuff from Asterisk and Draggy. Really setting the pace here, honestly. You know, shutting me up. So, I mean, hey, my bad, red team.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw the Roman Reigns pick come out here, we've seen how much the Sayer's been able to shut down a lot of cannon play so far this weekend. Even the dares off stage have been great for anti-recovery potential. I wouldn't be surprised if Marky Moo swaps off of the Onyx, but I don't think it's a bad idea to stay on the Onyx either. It's just changing priorities about who you're facing in this next matchup.
Well, Marky Moo, it seems like they are going to be restarting their client here real quick. So I don't know, maybe if there were some connection issues or what going on. But we'll just wait to see, you know, get back into the bracket here. Or not into the bracket, but into the lobby. Looking at this game, though, I mean, yeah, blue team definitely did not do as much damage as the red team. But, like, the accuracy on their light attacks, I mean, really not that much of a difference. Signatures, again, the signatures definitely were a little more accurate on the blue team side. Red team did throw out more in the process, though. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I think Red just had a strong showing. Again, I think that Roman Reigns coming through, providing some big stock-taking potential, definitely helped out a lot here. But I'm not worried about Blue Team. But even if Blue Team gets game 2 here, I don't think I'm really worried about Red Team either. They set the pace incredibly well. They made a nice statement in that game 1.
I'm not worried about either team either. I could easily see this going to a back and forth game 5 set. I'd be watching out probably for Future Bubble going into this next game just to see what kind of grounded game we could see off of this bow. If we see Future prioritize Spear more, I think there's a solid chance that Draggy won't get as much value into this matchup. We are heading back to Small Fortress of Lions. The bow is going to struggle once again. We've seen that a lot in 2v2s for this stage so far. So I really want to see more Spear.
Yeah, I do think it's actually quite the flex of having that 1v1 World Champion title on there. That's pretty nice.
That's nice.
I'm sure he's going to be looking for 2 because we have a couple players who do have 2 of those titles. But that's neither here nor there. We're in Winter Championships here. We got a long year ahead of us. But we're going to be running it right back into Fortress of Lions. We're going to see if that restart can certainly help Marky Moo, get back more on top of the game. But Red Team, not playing too bad, but Draggy's taking a lot of damage here.
I think there's a lot of importance about which first weapon you get into a matchup. I think Future Bubble starting off with Spear is very important. We're seeing a lot of shutdowns with Nair, anti-aerial capabilities. Draggy once again fishing for 1v1s against Marky Moo. The Future Bubble on that Spear is great for the follow-ups. Weapon throw was out. Forced Draggy off stage. Marky Moo allowed to get back forwards. GC ground pound, breakdance is good to remove that first stock. And now Marky's looking for an opportunity to follow through up against Astra. Doesn't quite work the way he had hoped. Neutral Sig is out. Marky's gone. Really, Future Bubble needs to hold on here.
I mean, right now it's a relatively even game. Red Team, I think, is a little bit behind here. Draggy does have about 60 damage. But both of the 3 stock keepers on both teams are at risk of losing these stocks relatively soon. Just takes a nice little opening. Should be able to clutch that out. But both teams playing phenomenal. No one, I think, is taking too strong of a lead right now.
No, by no means. It's really a matter about who can lose this first stock next. Asterisk's doing a fantastic job maintaining the neutral game. It's going to be Asterisk to fall. But Future Bubble, again, holding on to that first stock. Draggy really looking at the eyes of maybe the light of the first stock, last stock for himself. Just got to hold on to it.
I mean, hey, you might have some high defense, but that's still a Teros on the other side of the screen there hitting you.
That's true, man.
You're going to lose that stock pretty soon. But there we go. Stocks is even across the board here. Both teams kind of jockeying to see who can take that lead here, that next stock. And Draggy is at risk. However, potential reversal. Nope, going to be able to get back to stage here. Marky Moo is going to lose it first. Red Team, my goodness.
Oh, double axe now for the ledge guard could be lethal. I don't know if Future Bubble has a way to get back in. Weapon throw was out. Recovery was scary for a second on Asterisk's part, but they both make it through. Best case scenario for all of these players. Onyx does take down Asterisk.
And you really gotta hit it too. Marky Moo has not taken any damage on this stock yet. Just kind of letting Future Bubble do their thing. And there's gonna be another one. All right, after what was seemingly a pretty decent red lead, is now right back into Blue's favor.
Yeah, Future Bubble still holding on. High defense off that Kaya. Love the flexibility that we're seeing from Bubble and Marky Moo. One playing the initiator, the other the follow-upper, and it swaps around. There's no set roles for either one of these players. That's the Bryn gone. Everyone's on the clean break.
But, I mean, they were able to take advantage. They didn't go off stage, and honestly, I do not blame them because, the reversal potential on just gauntlets alone is, something you just don't really want to deal with. So they said, hey, you know what? We'll just kind of keep Marky Moo off stage. We'll wait till Future Bubbles gets here, and then we'll just kind of reassess the situation and, initiate a new attack plan. But right now, Blue Team, great stage control here. Oh, great recognition from Future Bubbles, just knowing, hey, I'm hitting Draggy right now, but as soon as Draggy's out of range, I'm going right for Asterisk.
And you're talking about game plans. I really like what Marky Moo's doing. Can he survive? He's been playing almost nothing but gauntlets now. The cannon, not so much. That's the Marky Moo special. Go for the dance floor, buddy. Works out well. Cannon back in the fray. Tries to find a Nair. Shut down by the hammer. Future Bubble's gone. 2-0.
My goodness, man. Red Team clutching it out there. At the end, I was like, Blue Team's starting to get their thing going, but man, I don't know what's going on with blue team, man. It just seems like they are slipping, sliding all over the place, and they're just not able to get their feet underneath them. Red team playing strong the whole way through, and you know, part of it is probably like that instance, because this happens to me every once in a while when I compete in anything. I'm an okay player at best, right? But sometimes when you play against players who are incredible, something inside just starts clicking, and like, because you want that W probably more than they want that W, right? You want to be able to beat them, and maybe you just start playing a little bit better. Maybe that's what we're seeing from red team right now.
I mean, Draggy's coming into this set proving a point. He has been on Marky Moo's radar from the very beginning of game one, has not let this guy have any room to breathe whatsoever, and as long as Draggy can just keep up that pressure with the hammer, it's a different town. Marky Moo is going to swap away from the Onyx, though. He's back to the Ulgrim. Sorry, starting on the Ulgrim now. The first appearance of it that we've seen in this set. This is good to not have as much ledge control. It's going to make the hammer slightly less useful. Draggy has been opting for Axe more. I will say, as strong as he is on it, it has been weaker than the hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Draggy! Draggy! Draggy!
What happened? Oh, that's definitely not what you want to see. Those are the mistakes that you make that you start kicking yourself in the butt for, because you're like, oh no, dude, I don't want to give them any momentum. Like, you're up 2-0, you just need one more game to clutch it out, and those are the things that are going to sit in the back of your head. These could be the momentum changers that just ruins your mental and allows Blue to that breathing room that they need to get the W underneath their belt.
It keeps going too. We saw the neutral state coming out from Asterisk up against his own teammate. Draggy not going to be a position that you want to have that happen. Deep orange on second stock. A full stock lead now, -1. Future bubble falls. But red has a lot of work to do to catch up against this Lance.
They do. Okay, but that's
Maybe
huge,
not.
though. You got Marky Moo just kind of putting himself on a silver platter in front of him. You just got to Sair to get it done. And Draggy is able to find that. Well done from Draggy. Going to be able to survive here just a little bit longer. Asterisk doing a phenomenal job as well, just keeping blue team away, allowing Draggy to recover.
Wonderful work thus far. Recovery's out. Draggy down to 1 stock left. This could be the start of a reverse 3-0.
I'm not going to call it yet, because I feel like I've counted red team out twice now, and they just, you know, found a way to get the W. So I'm going to wait to see that we actually see the game end before anything else happens. Okay, you don't get that out of there. That should certainly get it done. 3 stocks to 1 here. That's a tough spot to be in. However, Asterisk, look, Asterisk not giving up, man.
Oh, he might not have a choice, though. Somehow, miraculously makes it back from the safety factor of blue team. Finds the follow-through off of the Sair. Wonderful work. But, yeah, realizing there's no chance to get back into this one. We're going straight to game 4.
Yeah, I mean, hey, just great stuff from blue team. Again, those are some of those mistakes that we saw from red team at the very beginning. That could be costly. It could lead to a reverse 3-0 like you were mentioning, but like, again, we have to get into the next game, have to have the next game finished, because like I said, every time I've counted out red team, I'm just like, look, blue team's going to be able to win this. I've been proven wrong, so...
Marky Moo's damage deficit in the first 2 games was very apparent. He did find good value, but definitely not the value of 600 damage from that last game. Nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just that top player privilege. You're just trying to let the red team just feel a little confident so they can just swipe it all out from underneath them.
Let's see if he can do it again, though. We could be eyeing game 5 if this Ulgrim can continue to find its marker. Draggy does catch the landing off of Marky Moo, but the Sair immediately trades it back, is making Draggy not take these 1v1s nearly as dominant as he was when Marky was Onyx.
Okay. Blue team trying to get their footing underneath them. They got a nice little damage lead right now against red team. They're looking to try and close something out here. Man, everybody just jumping all over the place.
Woo-wee! That's gonna be high up in the air. Future Bubble's gonna play this pretty carefully. 147 damage, but a Sair takes down Draggy. Asterisk's not far behind. Signature's out from Future Bubble.
And that's huge. Can they find a way to get Future Bubble out of here? They definitely got to try to work that down and then try to grind down this Marky stock as fast as possible. Oh, that turnaround stomp. I don't know if they wanted that.
Marky's playing off stage. Taking a big risk going for that extended recovery. He didn't want to be caught by the scoop of Draggy. Oh! Missing that side sig. What a read.
Yeah, but man, Future Bubble's bow play right now has been phenomenal. Okay, gonna be able to pick up the double right there.
Stingray special.
Evening stocks up. I mean, this is still a Taro, so that red right now, really not that much of a problem. It's like, we can still work with this.
Yeah. Definitely down, but not out.
My fault.
Oh, Pogo! Into a recovery that Pogo allowed to reset, even though I think you just barely would be able to touch with those sweat beads out before.
Whoa! Okay,
Bouncing
barely
up.
dodging that one.
Yeah, Draggy's movement right now has been phenomenal. He's been evading all the... Well, okay. Up until then, all the major attacks.
Yeah, but they're getting some decent damage here, right? I don't expect them to take the stocks before blue team does, but they're getting some solid damage. Right now, it's just about Draggy just trying to, stay away. Don't get caught up in the vortex here. And how can you find a way to get the stock off Marky Moo and then put the work on the future bubble? That's going to be a tall task, but again, red team can get it done. Here we go. That's a good start.
Yep, solid start. Future Bubble with the only player now with the 2 stocks left to their name. Wants to play for the extra credit. That ground pound could have been sealing the deal for a Game 5. Still, though, keep in mind, red team does have that game advantage. They won't be out just yet, but they're going to have to make major adaptations if this next fight does not work.
They're going to be looking for getting future bubble out of here. Draggy's still going to survive just barely. They need to get the stock out of Marky Moo expeditiously. They're not going to be able to. Marky said, I'm going up high. I dare you to chase me. And as you can see, Asterisk gets punished. And now Draggy 171 on their last stock. The recovery won't be enough that time, but the Sarah certainly will be as we see Game 5 coming out. And man, Marky Moo and Future Bubble, they're clutching it up, man. They're showing why they are among some of the best teams in the world.
Yep, it's hard to be in a 2v1 up against a world champion. So we'll have to see major changes coming out now for Game 5, and major changes we do. The Pearl and the Zol as we get straight into map bans. Fortress of Lions again. The Kaya swap, I think, into the Pearl. Just need some sort of differentiator there for Asterisk's side. I'm looking at the Zol to be the factor that you need. Now that you can't use Hammer versus Lance nearly as great as it was versus Cannon, Hammer to the wayside. Now you're going Cannon v Cannon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Zol, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god,
Okay.
they were going for it
All right, man.
They were trying to make a statement immediately.
All right, man. Golden Cannon out. You can see what the idea is. Put Marky Moo off stage. Double ground pound. Marky immediately loses that first stock.
Ooh, yo, that's a lot of damage. They're
Future. Oh, Future makes it back. Ground pound. That reversal would have been gnarly.
Yeah, Future's going to be able to get that down to the ground. Like, if they didn't get that recovery, that was huge, man. This is a different red team all of a sudden. Maybe just changing from the Kaya to the Pearl. Again, just going for the crossover skin. Maybe that's just the mentality shift you need.
Marky!
To be able to clutch this out. What is happening? Marky down the last stock. And red team's barely in the red. Okay, there we go. Draggy finally in the red, but that doesn't mean anything.
Draggy was nearly down to the abyss, but luckily made it back. Asterisk tried to save them with a recovery. Not even necessary. Draggy again, an upset demon for 2026. Might be able to do it again on Marky Moo with 2v2s.
Dude, this is something else, man. Dude, Marky got absolutely bopped. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. Draggy losing their first stock, but Asterisk still on theirs at 190. Okay, there we go. Gonna get dunked to take that out, but still 4 stocks to 3. Granted, things are not looking too bad right now for blue, but they're certainly not good by any means.
Yeah, I mean, you look at an attack from Draggy's side, and that's attack deficit down from the Zol too. Still finding insurmountable damage up against blue team. Future Bubble Marky did get a great 2v1 combo. Almost a slide charge neutral. Great recognition from Marky to go for the ground pound. The lead that we saw from red team slowly dwindling. This Pearl might not be long for the world. Definitely not.
No way,
Future
dude.
Bubble brings it back. Is that Draggy gone? Oh my god! Draggy can't survive! Marky brings it back! He gets back off! How? This is a miracle case for both of these players. Marky Moo, all it takes, one hit, top of the blast zone, sweat beads are out! Everybody survives! Asterisk can't follow through! Sarah again! Draggy gone!
Oh,
Marky
no.
Moo eliminated! It's game 5! Future Bubble caught in the midst! What can you do? It's nothing! Bouncing doesn't connect! You're stuck in the air! You're weaponless! You're the Kaya! Future Bubble might become one with the past! Can you find it? Stuck on the ledge. D-Sig is out. Once again, Draggy gets the nair. Wins it back for game 5. 3-1. 3-2, excuse me, up against Marky Moo.
Oh my god! Dude, what? This game was stupid, man.
You can
Red
just have
team
a
started
replay
off
of the
so
entire
hot.
match.
This Zol pick was phenomenal to get started here. My goodness, what a nice change. All that extra damage coming through. And then all of a sudden, Marky Moo and Future Bubble started making a crazy comeback here. And then it just took that one opening. They were able to close out Marky Moo, force a 2v1 scenario. And Future Bubble, like, there's only so much you can do. Like, you only have so much gas in the engine to try to get yourself to the finish line. And
Dude.
when you got two people, you know, throwing out cow traps, trying to pop your tires, there's only so far you can go. Really out of hand at the red team, though. My goodness.
That was wild, man. I only caught it at the very end in the replay, but the nair coming out from Asterisk saving Draggy from how deep in the blast zone he was next to Marky Moo, I think was that winning factor. I would give him MVP for that alone. Without that play, Draggy would not have survived, would not have been able to find as much value in that final stock.
Yo, that was a huge factor there. Asterisk saving their teammate. Like, again, that was the crucial moment of that game 5. Again, well done. Great recognition. Honestly, got to really hand it up to teammates who believe in their teammates. That's the big factor here, man. Great stuff to Draggy and Asterisk. They're going to be moving on, knocking out Marky Moo and Future Bubbles in the process.
Pretty good Sunday.
That's a pretty good Sunday for them.
Yeah, I'd be going out to dinner after that. Even if I don't win this tournament, I knock down Marky Moo, I'm giving myself a steak dinner.
Yeah, just so people, in case you're tuning in, that was elimination bracket. Okay, that's the elimination side of bracket. All right? just so you're aware.
Look, man, Winters has been full of upsets. 1s and 2s, man. Okay. What's the next set? What can we possibly have the top Marky Moo set there with Draggy?
I don't know, but
okay.
Ooh, Flower?
Flower
anime?
Okay. I believe Woolala. I haven't seen Woolala before.
Woolala and Udia.
Okay.
A little bit unfamiliar, but you know what? They're getting this far into the bracket. They have to be making some noise today, so you know, great stuff. But I mean, you are going to be going against Anime and Flower, who are two very celebrated players in their own right. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for sure.
Really?
But we just you know, had a crazy upset. I feel like just last game, just last set. So you know, nothing's off the table. Nothing's off the table.
I just realized now by seeing Udia lock this in, we have not had Qatars at all in any region up until now, at least on stream.
We'll see if Udia and Woolala are going to be able to, you know, really establish their game plan right now. I mean, honestly, things aren't looking too bad. They got Anime up to 153.
Yeah. Great recognition early on here. Weapon throws sound. Udia playing a weapon starve game up against Anime, trying to fish for that recovery to end that first stock. Doesn't quite work out though, but Woolala is on top of this, making sure Anime is going to fight tooth and nail to get that next weapon.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay,
survived the recovery.
A little bit longer. That one will certainly get it done as Udia goes down first. But honestly, they can definitely turn this around pretty quick. Both the red team, they are in that deep red.
Oh, it's Udia. Thank you so much. We'll have to wait and see now.
Oh, Udia.
Flower.
Excuse me.
Flower, unfortunately, not able to find a lot of value there. That's going to be 3 stocks each. That's Anime gone. Woolala's the only player left now with 3. And again, this Azuri pick, the Levi, not something you see terribly often at all in 2v2s, is working wonders to shut down any momentum starting that red team wants to have.
Okay. Red team certainly trying to work something right now. Again, I mean, I'm not really rooting for anybody right now. I'm not expecting anybody to win. My mind's blown from last set here.
Yeah, we're still recovering.
Yeah, blue team's doing a phenomenal job here, though. Ooh, okay, there we go. Be able to save your teammate here a little bit.
Yeah, these Qatars on Bluetooth from Udea's side. I really want to see any sort of combo start coming out from red team. Shut down by that side stick underway. Recovery is out instead from Anime. Sayer recovery, the follow through. Woolala and Udea know exactly how to place themselves around each other for immaculate follow throughs. Oh, GC down sig doesn't connect though.
Okay, there we go. Okay, gonna be able to take Woolala and Udia also going out here. However, Flowers at 210. I mean, granted, you're on the Kaya, but that stock should not be sticking around for too much longer here. It is a relatively even game. If you can get them out of there, it's pretty damn even.
You know, thinking about it now, I'm surprised that we see Flower on the Kaya. Historically, Flower's always been a Yumiko player.
I mean, I think it's just a 2 scenario here, so that's probably the difference.
Maybe, but I feel like Kaya Yumiko would be really great for this grounded style that Flower's finding themselves in on the Kaya. But, you know, that's a game 2 thing, maybe. Right now, off stage, Flower looking for that Sair. Can't find the follow-through. Spear is in a great spot right now, so why not utilize it if it's available? Udia finding that entry point, fish for an end light, looks for maybe a recovery to send someone into the sky. Unable to do so. Instead, though, it's a D-like to fish against anime, catching them off guard. A Sair follow-through from Woolala could be enough to end things out, but Woo has to go in so deep, and he makes it back. It's a 2v1 against Udia. Nair is in the air like they just don't care. Recovery still survives. Oh,
That's
perfect
huge.
signature.
Yeah,
Woolala.
getting some really solid damage there.
Go. Sair tried to go for an alternative option and it didn't work. Down sig for the get off me tool. Will that work? Sair doesn't connect either, but the recovery does.
And, okay, another recovery right after that, and we're going to see Red Team take that first game. Blue Team not playing bad at all. Honestly,
No,
they
by
did
no
really
means.
well. We look at the damage numbers, and they're pretty consistent, honestly. You know, Onyx, Anime here having 623, Woolala having 622, and then we got 469, 423 respectively from their teammates. So, a really, really close game. We're going to have to see what adaptations kind of come into this next game here. Blue Team not playing bad, but Red Team, you know, obviously they got that W underneath their belt, so they're going to be feeling just a little bit better.
Yeah, it's one of those matchups where you really can't say that there was one specific factor that allowed the teams to win. It was just a bunch of clashes, team-wide, individual 1v1s. I do think overall, Woolala and Udia did have better team chemistry against each other. I think the follow-throughs were very precise, very well placed. I think it's just an argument that the Onyx and Kaya matchup is just better suited for 2s right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Both of them are gone. I assume... Okay, they're both restarting, it seems like. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Woolala's coming back in.
Yep. We'll be just fine. All right, while we're doing that, though, again, hope everyone's having a great Sunday. The action has been phenomenal. If you're just tuning in, Marky Moo and Future Bubble out. Losing to Asterisk and Draggy. They played phenomenal. Again, swapping over to that Zal was nuts.
Yeah. That's a dream swap right there. That's anything any competitor would pray to hope for in a final game. You know, you have a lack of adaptability from your enemy team to figure out how you're switching weapons completely. I'm curious to know if we're going to see a similar instance coming out from Udia going into this next match. I don't think the Azuri was bad whatsoever, but it's just that guitars find value. It's just that I feel in 2v2s, other weapons can find even greater value with less work.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is for sure. I don't think guitars are bad, though. It's just like...
It's not that they're not bad. It's that there's other weapons that have a stronger baseline.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's always going to be the case. There's always going to be weapons, and it doesn't matter what the game is, and just play styles in general. There's going to be things that are better in a 1v1 scenario and things that are going to be better in a 2v2 scenario. You can't balance, especially for just what Brawlhalla is, you can't balance weapons for both 1s and 2s always effectively. There's things you can get to a good spot where it's relatively decent and nothing super crazy in either format. But it's just the style of how these weapons come to be. There's always going to be something that they do better in, right?
I like it like that. It has a lot more
fine.
variety. It goes to show that there's a lot of thought processes, and metas being developed for both stats of the game. Yeah, keep it up, man. Sure, yeah, guitars might not find as much value. That's fine by me. Leave it for 1s.
Yeah, okay, so we're just kind of seeing what's going on here. I believe that Udia is might just restarting their whole computer right now.
I'm sure, man. If that's the ritual, I just hope it's not in between every game, man. That's going to be rough.
I mean, you know, hopefully it's just a one-time thing. Let's see what's going on here.
What's up?
I'm just asking a question to production, you know, see if.
Oh, no, Udia's coming back
okay,
in.
never mind, we're good.
Yep, all right, we got the Orion lock-in from Woolala again. Not expecting any changes there. If it is a full PC restart, I think Udia is going to lock back in the Levi. He does. If it doesn't work for this game, I think we could start edging towards swap territory, but I think there's other factors too we need to consider, like maybe a stage swap.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like
which
I
we won't get.
Yeah, I don't think either team played bad. So like,
no.
I think it's fine. I think it just kind of came down to certain like certain interactions that like just could have gone one way or another, and that would have just changed the flow of the game.
A lot of 50-50s.
So yeah, exactly. Like sometimes, hey, I whiffed this hit, but if I landed this hit, that would have led to this scenario. So, but as we see, we're gonna get into game 2 here. We're gonna see how things kind of change up right now. God, Anime's going in for the damage.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? The Gauntlet's finally back out. We saw a lot of cannon in game 1. Udia struggling to find any ground to control. He's fishing for dares once again. He's got to help out his teammate because Woolala is getting pummeled by this spear.
Yeah, red team, oh my goodness, red team is just playing like absolute monsters here. They, I don't know, game 1 happened and maybe they just felt like, hey, we know what blue team's gonna be going for. We know what we want to do to shut them down. We know what we want to do to further our advantage state, and yeah, they're playing like it.
Yeah, off stage right now, Woolala finding an opportunity to take down Flowers for stock. That was a great dare. Anime did not follow through, but wonderful team combo. Yeah, if you have combos like that, you're not swapping off the Levi.
Honestly, that was great. I really needed to see that response here because this game definitely started off a little bit rough, but blue team, you know, answering back very strongly. Something I love to see here.
Big confidence builder too for the blue team. Finding combos like that, hits just right.
Now, Woolala still has quite a bit of damage here. However, on the Orion, you know, they'll be living a decent amount of time here.
There we go. Anime still with the gauntlets. Finding those intrusion points. Woolala having to play it back off me a little bit more. 2v1 scenario against this Orion has been the game plan for red team. D-Sig is out. Follow through once again. A reverse 2v1 combo coming out from red team. About a half stock lead now. Never mind.
Okay,
what a ground pound.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we just need to see blue team respond. They've done a good job of responding once already. Can they do it again? And they certainly got one out of the way. They're gonna be looking to try to get Anime onto their final stock here as well, unless they decide to opt to try to target down Flower and force that 2v1. I think they'll kind of take whatever they can get right now.
Oh, good lord. These D-Sigs coming out from Flower have been impeccable.
Nice.
I don't think we've seen one not hit so far.
Flower, yep, opting to just stay elusive up in the air as long as possible. However, they gotta land eventually. They do without too much hassle.
140 for both of these players now. Stuck on the ledge, not the scenario you want to be in. Recovery's out from Anime. That's going to be one. Udia possibly not far behind. Pull goes out. Solid game 2. That's a 2-0 right now. 1 game left towards elimination.
Yeah, we'll see if blue team can, you know, make the answers they need. We're going to be sticking with the characters for the most part, except Udia going to be bringing out the Mikasa here. Certainly a AOT fan.
You know, without spoilers, I think Mikasa ends up in a better spot.
Well,
Than Levi?
I mean, emotionally?
Well, okay, I'm not. You're playing Brawlhalla, man. There's no emotions in this game.
Well, I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, we're going to be seeing that Queen Knight come out here, so a little bit of that extra defense, which I think is a good option here, you know. Going to be able to keep the stock alive a little bit longer. You got some great SIGs to be able to utilize. We'll see if this kind of helps them turn things around a bit.
Yeah, it could definitely be a possibility here. I still have question marks around the Katars being utilized in this matchup, but I mean, the fact that Udia has been able to find a lot of value off of team-wide combos with them, no complaints from me, man. Okay, there we go. Follow-through is underway. Udia was fishing for the recovery, making sure that landings, too, with that sheer speed, makes it very tough for Flower and Co. to find any sort of trade.
Ooh. All right. There we go. Okay. Get some reverse stock here. First strike going to blue team. They're going to find a way to try to get Anime next. There we go. You know what? If it works, keep using it, man. My goodness. And blue team
Holy.
looking good. This Mikasa swap is certainly helping out.
Absolutely. You have a lot more defense now on the Mikasa than he did Levi. Unfortunately, as I say that, though, I believe that was a dare to take them out into a recovery.
Yep, but red team gonna be able to answer right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's a battle off stage here between Anime and Woolala.
Yeah, Woolala loves fishing for these plays with the spear. We saw a great work with weapon drop into a ground pound last game against Flower. Anime's willing to take that risk with the cannon. Usually should be able to find the upper value in that trade, but back to 1v1 City. Woolala looking for a chance to just rack up damage. Might be trying to fish out for a D-Sig.
Red team, they're on the cusp of what to say. Yeah, Orion's gonna be throwing off that D-Sig relatively soon, trying to close out these stocks.
Oh no, what a Sair punish from Anime coming out. Oh my lord.
What a pickup!
Holy. Anime is always just at the right place at the right time, man.
Okay, gets that wall touch though. Ooh, now Flower
Flower.
in a compromised position. Woolala gonna go down to their last stock as well. We'll start off as a great stock or a great game for blue. Now leaning in red's favor. However, these two stocks being lost could certainly swing the tide and will even things up pretty well. There we go, that's one down. Can we get Flower in the process? Flower getting some great extra credit here. Will lose the stock, but blue team 88 and 61 respectively.
These are elimination stocks for Woolala and Udia now. They have to play this so carefully. It's 2-0 now for Flower and Anime. They can lose this game and be still perfectly fine for the set.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to give your teammates, or your opponents, any sort of momentum. We've seen
right.
enough reverse 3-0s.
Could this be it? Hardcore mode, neutral sig out! Woolala, the only survivor. Mikasa is gone. Cider is out. Weapon throw underway. Flower tried to get revenge. Weapon throw again. Is that it? Woolala tries to make it back. Barely gets on by Pixels.
Yeah, but this is going to be tough, man. You got, yeah, okay, that's going to clean it up. I was going to say, you got Kaya and Onyx to go through. That's a tall order. And
oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, the stock to be able to get that done, and red team will find a way to clutch it up here with a 3-0 to close things out. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Oh,
okay,
my
hold
God.
up. Anime 742 damage?
Sure, man. Why not? I mean, that's definitely one of the highest damage counts I think we have seen.
Oh my
Definitely this tournament, but almost ever, man. That's incredible.
42 is ridiculous.
Like, sure, dude. Why not? That's wild. But that's it for us for Winter Champions. This was a wonderful time to be here for both 1v1s and 2v2s, mainstream, side stream, all the regions in Brawlhalla. Always wonderful to see. And I gotta say, man, this has been one of my favorite tournaments to cover thus far.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good one. I mean, one's last weekend was great. Two's this weekend, fantastic. I mean, I'm always going to be more biased to twos anyway. But, you know, I think 2026 is going to be a great year for Brawlhalla. So I think everybody should be excited to see what competition brings for us this year. But that is going to be it for us. That's going to be our final block for today. But don't go anywhere. We got more action coming at you. We got Flambeau and TK coming up here pretty soon. So stick around, man. We got more doubles coming right at you.
We had it all when you were by my side. We've given up. Was it a waste of time? You got me acting a fool now. I won't be chasing for so long. You got me high on emotions, and I just look at what you've done. Love ain't easy. Got me down, I'm falling on you. Don't you need me? stop and wonder how we made it this far. Some say love is just an end game, but you and I are main stage, 'cause we're up in the stars. You know exactly what you mean to me. You hold my heart, make it complete. You're loving me for me like nobody else, like nobody else. You saw my flaws and through that haze, you love me anyways like nobody else, like nobody else, like nobody else. Somehow congratulations! You've been infected! No spam filter can stop me! You bring fists, I bring corruption! You fight like this is a tutorial! Firewall this! No antivirus can save you now! Shots fired! Downloading your defense in 3, 2, 1. I am the infected glitch. The system is down, thanks to me. Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Welcome back, Brawlhalla enjoyers. The time has come to find out who will be in the top 8 on the lower side of things, and then we'll find a champion a little later on twitch.tv/Brawlhalla. But you are on Pro Brawlhalla with me, TK, and Flambeau. We're gonna get in the mix real soon. Flambeau, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. You know, another day
you
in
just shaved,
paradise. Yeah, I mean, just to freak people out, bro. Just. Everybody look at my face. They're like, "Who is that guy?" One of my friends had a birthday party yesterday, and she has alopecia, and so everyone had to wear a wig. And I was like, you know what? I'll just shave to fully sell it. So now you got the bald Flambeau.
All right. Well, you know, hey, shout outs to your friend, but like, yeah, I just looked over at the camera and said, "What the heck?" First time I seen that man without facial hair. All right, we're gonna get into it, man. Our first match should be Guichibu and Raid versus Asterisk and Draggy. So that is Draggy Waggy, man. I love that name every time I see it, bro. But we're gonna see what happens here. I'm kind of looking at the Guichibu and Raid team because you know both these guys have been kind of like performing quite well in the circuit for quite some time, but now putting them on the team together should be kind of insane.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be an interesting one for sure. I mean, especially after Draggy had that pretty fire performance last week in the singles. I'm sure trying to continue that excellence here in the doubles format as well. And then, you know, Guichibu, has been doing really well in twos for a while now. Granted, a little bit of a different partner this time around, but it don't matter when we have that clean Queen Nai. Honestly, the only person making it work in twos. Nobody else has really been able to find the same success that Guichibu has. So this should be a good one.
Yeah. So going a little bit into the speed stance. Obviously, Nai always kind of struggles from not having real speed. So getting up to 4 is pretty nice. You do tank a little bit of your defense, but still impressive defense 7. So here we are in our first game, Fortress Alliance. Let's get into it. So he's getting that first weapon. It looks like it's going to, I was going to say, it looks like it's about to be both the blue teams, but blue team's going to be armed fastest and first. Currently, Raid was getting kind of weapon star right here. He's trying to find his way, finds his weapon here, gets a little 2-piece as well. Nice.
Ooh, huge huge damage racked up right now. Oh, and this carry as well. Raid with a perfect dodge, but Draggy swinging back, trying to get those hits in with Taros. Asterisk trying to get a little bit into the fray as well, but looks like the start that's looking strong for the red team. Oh, the punish with the gravity cancel and taking the turnaround from Draggy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just exploding right there. I thought we were about to see a crazy turnaround from Draggy, but ended up getting pushed too far away, and there's an easy setup for we can get that down sig. Get that man under him too, so a great little semi-spike angle, and he is gone. So up into this next stock. I mean, they have not really done too much damage to Guichi and Raid, so they really got to step this all the way up. Nice little confirm right there, a little combination between Asterisk and a Draggy. Oh, okay. Side air is going to take that stock away from Raid. Guichi, the only person on first stock.
Yeah, doing a great job with that Queen Knight defense. Probably going to take a couple more hits before getting sent off the stage. Ooh, a recovery hitting from Raid onto his partner, but it's not going to matter too much here as Guichi is just doing such a good job of tanking this stock, avoiding the down sig from Draggy, trying to kind of get some hitbacks anytime someone aggresses on the Raid. Raid with a great side air to go ahead and close off that stock as well. Draggy can't seem to get anything here. Will get Guichi with the gravity cancel stomp into the recovery clean pickup.
Okay. Whoa, get that scoop right there. Oh, could get that other one though, unfortunate. All right, nice. Little skirmish right here, a little scramble here on the right side of the stage. Finally break that back up. Currently, Asterisk. Oh, okay, great air dodge to get through. We should end up hitting his partner. The save. Oh.
Okay, that's a good stock. Almost a team combo there at Pogo. Not gonna be able to get the stock guaranteed onto Asterisk here, but a good chunk of damage. Raid kind of swinging at Ghost for a second there, but you know, I'm sure we'll be able to find the opponent in just a little bit. There we go. Good chunk of damage. Tries to break it up. Gets caught in the crossfire.
Oh. Okay, try to get the reversal. Not going to happen. Big damage right here. Draggy is doing some damage over here to Raid. Raid gets hit with the top side of that recovery, but it's not enough. Oh, he just lose. I'm out.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a... Yeah. I don't see how you was making that back. You could have maybe got 2 stocks off because they was way high up, but like clearly the... Raid absolutely going foolish right here as far as the damage. I think 540. Everybody else under 200 or under 300, except for his teammate who had 345. But that's how you know that boy is putting out damage on damage.
Yeah, it's just stacking it up. I mean, granted, hopefully game 2 goes a little bit better, but Asterisk and Draggy had a couple moments where they looked like they were going to get something going and then just didn't really come to frame. So maybe this time around, they would execute a little bit harder. Draggy in particular, you know, was almost cooking with that hammer. You know, there's a couple moments where I was like, oh man, you could really make an elegant play. Things just went slightly differently, so we're going to see how things shake up in game 2.
We'll swap over here to the pretty boy Taros as well, too. So get a different skin
God.
here. Don't know if that's helping, though. That is an unfortunate spot to get caught. Doesn't get enough height to even touch the wall. Guichi not have to go down there at all. Man, that is not the start that you want to see coming in the second game after that first game left y'all getting 4 stocks. So, got to pick this one up. But currently, the Raid and Guichi team is looking just a little too polished.
Yeah, I mean, and Guichi really just makes the Katars work in the doubles format. No one else has quite been able to find this level of success. Beautiful turnaround from Draggy. The weapon throw to close it out. That's going to be a stock. Nice pickup. Okay, we're cooking with a little bit of something here, but still behind. That's only the first stock, and Draggy can't get the pickup on that combo either. The blue team still has more work to do.
Yeah, it was a double down air, so I was able to get a little DI and then DI'd away from Draggy, which was smart. Just about to get picked up by that neutral sig. So either way. Still, though, it's Guichi that they have to get the stock off right now. He is big kill in the back. Tries to get that quick pick up into the new nice thing. Not going to happen, but should be gone. Yep, there it is. Finds that perfect spot to go ahead and hit that neutral light. Hits him to the left blast zone, and now Guichi on that second stock. Let's see if bro can find a weapon sooner than later. Almost Draggy getting sent out to his last stock now. Raid, once again, just kind of making huge plays here for his team.
Wow, and a perfectly timed dodge is going to be able to get Guichi out of harm's way and get a couple counter pokes. Draggy trying to put some presence onto the stage, but Guichi, oh my god, almost getting a turnaround, but on the right side, looks like Asterisk might be falling. Nice save coming out from his partner there in Draggy, but more work to be done. That neutral sig will pick up a KO on the right side, but Guichi goes deep on the left, and Asterisk fumbles. Wait, what is going on here?
I don't know what just happened there. Asterisk. Oh, okay. So we're giving up at 2 stocks.
Red team wins.
Do we not want to play today? Like, is that? You know
This
what?
Sunday.
See, this is what I be saying, man, because then I'm supposed to spin this positively. You not even positively in the game. Like, what I'm supposed to do on that one, bro? Like, oh man, strategic SD there as my man gets to the third game. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and pick another team right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh man.
I don't know what to tell you because I don't know how to spin it either, man. I mean, I could, but like realistically, it's just like they got, as PJ likes to say, belt to brawler for 2 games in a row, and this third one they're trying to do it a little bit different.
Well, hopefully. I mean, but this is your last chance here. So if it does go down to one person on the screen, you cannot give up. You have to not have games to spare anymore. And I do think, still, what about a hard fought battle for sure, right? But like everybody's at 1 stock, that like at that point when you left in the game before that when there was 4 stocks, you definitely understood. But there was 2 stocks left. You had your 1. Yeah, it's hard, but it definitely wasn't impossible. Unfortunately, though, it's looking a little more impossible for them to get back into this game now. Asterisk can lose that stock first.
Wow.
Draggy Waggy right after that. The in-light gravity canceled, catching them on the right side. And once again, the red team, just a very established and dominant lead.
Yeah, they look so comfortable. Guichibu, so good at following up with those Katars and not getting caught by his teammates' hitboxes. And these Nairs coming in, putting on all this extra pressure. The blue team trying to hold the corner, and they get both of them with the charged signature coming out from Draggy Waggy. Hey, it works out.
Hey, we needed that, get back into the game. Not a lot, a decent amount of damage here on the Asterisk. Not a lot of damage on Draggy Waggy, but to do that, think that means Draggy has to play a little more to the front. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, great weapon toss. And now you can see like a little bit of a scramble there on the right side. I like what Gucci did, try to get a little more pressure and threw his weapon down as well. Down like ground pound, double down air. Okay, nobody home for that except for his teammate, but I like the idea. Tries it again.
Oh my God. Wow. Ignorance at its finest on pure display for everyone to see. Wow. Guichibu showing a little bit of a, some may call it disrespect, but ultimately his opponents weren't getting off of the side of the stage. So no matter what, like, they would have to be there at some point. So if the second time wasn't the charm, the third surely was. Good opening coming out here. Guichibu trying to go for that read yet again with that side kick. It's not going to land though. Opportunity for a huge team combo, but Asterisk drops the finisher with that down tig. And now, another chance to play the game here, but it is final stocks here for both members of the blue team. Guichibu still has 2, but is damaged enough that if they're able to smack him away and kind of team up on raid, they might be able to. Well.
Yeah, there was an idea, and there still is an idea here. I mean, Guichi gets sent off of the stage, right? You get the KO. That's about 7-ish seconds of time that you get to run a one-on-one. Won't even get a chance though. Guichi's like he's trying to clean this up right now. Oh, the miss of the down right, but it doesn't matter with the ground pound right behind it, and that is yet another dominating and great game for the red team. They're gonna go ahead and move on 3-0.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a little bit more commanding than I thought it was going to be. I mean, granted, Guichibu and Raid, a very top caliber team. I just was kind of hoping for a little bit stronger of a performance. I say that, I mean, we made it to what, top 13? Or top 12?
Yeah, top 12, top 12 situation.
So, like, I mean, still phenomenal performance coming out from Asterisk and Draggy. I think I just personally wish that set was a little bit more close.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it really was. The second game is really, I think, what got me. Like the first game, it was a 4-stock. Like, okay, cool, man. Like that's a hard comeback. But the second game, I don't know what happened to that second stock. He kind of just drifted to his demise, and then he was like, "Well, I'm down to 1 stock. I'm gonna go." But everybody was down to 1 stock. Like we got to fight that out sometimes. But either way, as you said, top 12 finish. That's a nice place finish right there for Draggy and Asterisk. We'll probably see him again in Springs. Hopefully, polishing the team up and making things happen.
Yeah, no, pretty fire performance all around. But then, we gotta go ahead and push on forward to some of the other components we have at bat. We're gonna have Seeing Shade and a Hybrid going up against Anime Fan and Flower, and so this should be a fun one. I mean, granted, I'm like, is that actually Anime Fan's PR? There's no shot unless he's just been out the game for a bit. I mean, I guess I haven't seen him around as much as I used to, but 187 still seems pretty low for Anime Fan. But going to be going up against some seasoned regulars as well. So this one I'm thinking will be a bit closer of a match.
Yeah. So as you can see right now, I mean, there's a decent amount. I mean, Anime Fan even getting into the silver area here, but yeah, they've hit a lot of top 12s, a decent amount of top 12, a lot of top 32s, a decent amount of top 8s, and I'm trying to make that top 8 again. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. Looks like they're playing a lot. If this is the legend picks, we're getting a lot of standard legend picks here for sure. You know, you got the Olgrim, the Onyx, the Kaya, and the Aang, aka the Wushang. So should be interesting.
Yeah, and then even taking a peek at the lobby right now as well. I mean, I see that it's like Seeing Shade has that Devil Jin currently. So we might be getting some Zerial action in congruence with the Olgrim. So
yeah,
you know, pretty classic Olgrim. You never get tired of the guy. He's always around, always has something to say. Zerial, character that I feel like, I mean, really, Balloon Boy put Zerial on the map, and everyone was like, wait, he's cooking. And then ever since then, you know, there are people trying to run him, saying that that they're one of the, if not the best character in twos. You know, who's to
I'm a little
say,
surprised
but
that it took this long too. I mean, like this is a great stat line. Bro is even when you take a little away from him, he's got you know, above average defense or offense. He's got now average speed, and he's got above average defense. Like and as all of his sigs feel mad spammable, like why were we not looking at bro before? So, but I think in the teams format, yeah, it's probably gonna be a lot better. I mean, you have some great, but maybe it's probably just because like Bo is the kind of, I think it's a little harder to use in doubles. So I can get that.
And I know over the years as well, Bo got, you know, a decent amount of adjustments and changes to kind of make some of the hitboxes have a bit of a smaller splash as far as hitting your teammates with them, because before it'd be kind of hard to team combo with the weapon. You'd always end up hitting your partner by accident. But
yeah,
starting up in game 1 on Small Fortress Alliance, nice little pick up there from Hybrid.
Yeah, cut the combo short. I think he could have got a little more if they wanted to, you know, go a little more back and forth. I'm pretty sure he saw anime fans. I was like, all right, let me just get a big charge in Sig here. For some good damage, and that worked out. I mean, right now, Flower's the only person on this screen. Well, that was super hurt until Hyper started taking a bit of a team combo.
Flower gets smacked and disarmed here. Gonna have to find another weapon. Great job from Anime from going ahead and controlling space on the stage with that cannon, disarming Seeing Shade this time around now. And the ground pound from Flower, almost enough to secure the knockout. Great waiting and spacing, but gets caught by the side light there, and that's gonna be the stock. Beautiful pickup from Shade to combo into the side stick from Hybrid, and the blue team secures himself the lead in this scan of 1.
Yeah, I think also like Zario has some great passing sigs. That's like that right there. The little disc throw, neutral sig, definitely a great passing sig as it goes like straight to the left or right. Easy pickup for Hybrid. Unfortunately though, a double edge guard there on to Shade. He's gonna lose that first stock, but they've already got Anime Fan and Flower behind, so see if they can go ahead and capitalize. Great placement of that neutralizer. Again, another one.
What a pickup. Not gonna be enough to get the stock, but just so ready to respond with those signatures and those team combos. Hybrid and Seeing Shade controlling a lot of space here, but Flower and Anime, despite not having the flash of team combos, are keeping things close through sheer determination of will and great counter pokes in the neutral game. But God, we gotta stop getting caught by those signatures. That's gonna be another one sending Flower down to the final stock, and the red team brings one back.
Both of them too, right there. Like that, I was surprised that it turned to a bigger combo. I think Hybrid probably didn't see the Anime Fan was also in there at the same time. But regardless, yeah, they have got a very, very solid lead right now. Shade is not going to lose that stock just yet. That was a great recovery, though, pushing back off to the side. Tries to find a neutral layer. Not going to happen. Anime Fan now chasing down Shade. Okay, the beat down there from Shade gets the chase dodge after that as well. And oh my God, big neutral sig here from Shade. Oh no, Hybrid all by himself. Yeah. Okay, and the quick breakdance as well right there, man. Shade was the absolute team player there, man. Had perfect assists, perfect pickups, everything.
Yeah, man, the synergy was looking good and kind of showing on full display why Zerial and Olgrim are staples in twos now. I mean, being able to get so many pickups, even looking at this team combo right here, like, oh my God, that's actually crazy. Wait, what? No, I didn't even realize that the first time that happened. He NSIG'd his own teammate, and then it completed the animation, but his teammate fell out, and then the splash ended up getting the KO. That's wild.
Okay, you know what? Sometimes you gotta innovate, bro. You gotta innovate. All right. Here we go, though. Let's see if the red team can get back into the mix. Currently, Shade and Hybrid just looking, you know, just one step ahead and just a little more polished on the team side of things. Great initial layer right there. They couldn't get more of a follow up. I think Hybrid was over there handling Anime Fan like that attempt at a reverse neutral state.
Good poking around here from Hybrid, getting lots of nairs and sideline nair openers. And that's going to be a side save from Shade, and that's what D-Light nair. Can we get the edge guard? Not quite. Great attempt with that nair from Shade, but just didn't find it.
Yeah, I wonder if he wanted to land on the stage like that, so that way like he could just go directly over the ledge while still being safe. But still, like him trying to find that nair wasn't perfectly placed. Either way, though, we are very close to maybe getting the stock off of Anime Fan. Okay, just a Sayer bounces him off of the wall. Anime Fan able to make it back one more time. This Sayer, though, from the Lance, going to push him past that blast zone. And now Flower desperately trying to get back down to the ground safely.
Okay. Has an opening. Grab cancel side light, gets interrupted. And then nice little save here. Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay. Still good save. You know what? Delay's good save. It just took a little bit. I was like, wait, what are you doing down here, bro? Starting to wall flip and gets caught immediately jumping over the edge. Quick. The side light, the dare sends him packing. So, but again, another lead here for the blue team. Didn't pick up that full combo, but still some decent damage off of it.
Ooh, something to go for the recovery here is not going to connect, and that's going to be the start of a combo. No, the end light doesn't link to anything else. The falling side air is not going to connect either. What can they cook? I mean, pretty close game, all things considered. You can see them trying to go for the team combo. It gets interrupted. That was a nice stop from Flower on a Shade. Flower using that spear to great avail here, controlling so much space with those neutral areas up, but maybe a little bit slow to help his teammate here. Anime Fan can't seem to get his bearings. Oh, man.
Okay. Big dance towers. Hold on. Chase down maybe? No chase down here. It's the Anime Fan. Standing back, waiting for Flower to try to, you know, get a little, I guess, over aggressive, and that's when he gets the follow up. But they end up getting that stock off of Shade. It's now Hybrid, though. Only person on his team with 2 stocks left, as well as Flower on the red team. Gotta figure out who's gonna drop that first. They're going at it right now. The end light from the other side of the stage is gonna drop Flower. Now Hybrid, the only person with 2 stocks left. Gotta play this one safely.
Okay, nice attempt there. Hybrid gets caught and then gets comboed into that nair as well. Final stocks for everyone in the game. Shade trying to make the play happen. Flower skirts around it. Shade now in the corner, trying to get back to the stage. That's going to be sent down to the bottom. A save, beautiful save. Anime makes it back to the stage. Everyone has survived with their stocks, but for how much longer here? Ooh, almost enough on Shade right there.
Hey, Shade is definitely making it back to the stage quite well. Unarmed right here, just getting a lot of these unarmed recoveries. Even if it's just a little extra damage, now he's got to get back to the stage. Hybrid creating a little space for him. Nice neutral light.
This game's close. That's going to be a down sig. And no punish on the side sig either from Anime. Flower's going to make it back to the stage, though. Oh, down sig. That's a KO. It's a 1v1. Another down sig. So get off of me. Woo.
Okay.
Oh.
Trying to line up that there. Okay, nice. Juke
One
right
D-Light from Anime is all it takes. That's it.
Oh. Anime Fan doing it up. Yeah, 2 big KO, a huge double down stage at the end. Didn't get the second KO onto Hybrid, but was able to push him far away, allowed him to get himself weapon or stage advantage. And that was nice. That was clean right there. Good little comeback from the red team.
Yeah, barely able to hang on, but great punishes from Anime Fan. Great movement as well. Can be a little bit tricky in those last stock scenarios as the axe player to find that last hit, specifically a side air, just because, you know, it has a lot of startup to it. So
3, 2, 1,
tough go for Hybrid, but now we got ourselves a set here. Wow, what a team combo. They're comboing vertically off of that. That was sick.
Okay, speaking up, bro. Jade is right now. I think he got like 3 neutral layers in there. Now Flower trying to get it back in blood right now. Oh, okay, everybody off the stage. A pass? Okay, for a second, he was sweat beating. I thought that was going to be a recovery up there, but we still did get a pass Anime Fan way down in the depths. Can he make it back? Does manage to make it back. Nice coverage there from Flower. Anime Fan now.
Be careful here. I mean, the neutral is going to go ahead and send Anime Fan over to the right side. Shade still with 3 stocks. Very happy about that. Hybrid as well. I mean, really, it's just Flower here that's kind of lagging behind, but that recovery almost enough to equalize things. Flower loses his weapon, and down goes Anime, and the red team are falling behind. That's a great way to kind of bring things a little bit closer.
Flower. Shade actually gets sent up to the top right there. Flower, though. See, my man is looking for sure to try to get some hits in here. He's playing right in the middle too, so he probably wants to make a little team combo with again on Shade, but he wasn't able to make that happen. Okay, big ground pound is gonna miss, but a nice punish there from Flower. Okay, wow, great recovery actually from Shade.
All right, things just about even here. Hybrid not taking too much damage, but the team combos could happen at any moment if Flower gets a sidelight at the right time. It could, but Flower instead gets caught by a sidelight and ends up losing his stock for it. Things are looking dire for the red team a little bit now.
Okay, yep, send him to the top right there. Quick pickup once again from Shade. Yeah, the red team, like you said, looking for quite dire. They could get the stock off of Shade though if they find a little team combination. But I feel like it's just kind of hard to find it, especially since the blue team seems to be the ones finding their team combinations a lot more. Okay, hold on. No team needed right there for that one. Just find a double sidelight recovery. Just getting Shade out. The person needed a hit.
Okay. Oh, wow, nice interrupt coming out from Shade there again. Red team can't really seem to get anything started. The interrupts keep coming so perfectly timed. Shade, the nice follow-up. Wow, a side sig follow-up off of a ground pound from Shade. And then the end sig to seal the deal on Flower. Anime Fan has to make another 2v1, but this time doesn't have health as a resource and fails as a result. 2-1 lead in favor of Hybrid and Shade now, and that was a much more convincing game as well.
Yeah, both of them doing their part. 518 and 507 damage there on their sides. 401 and 313 is going to have to be Flower who's going to step it up a little bit, but he was the person to get the KOs at the very least, so I think he's still serving great purpose on his team, just not able to get more than that. So let's keep it moving into this next one. Waiting for, I think Flower had to step out real quick, and we'll step back in and we'll be getting this 4th game going. I believe they can definitely make it happen. But it all depends. All depends on their teamwork.
Yeah, really, it really does, because seeing Shade and Hybrid, I think they are just kind of a cut above right now. In terms of not only just the follow-ups, but also the interrupts, especially. I feel like Shade's really been on top of it. Anytime Hybrid catches a lick of anything, Shade is right there to go ahead and break it up, and it adds up over the course of a game. Whereas I feel like, Anime and Flower are trying to do the same thing for each other, and they're successful a good chunk of the time, but it's the moments that they're not that you really start to feel as the gap becomes larger and larger throughout these games. So hopefully they're able to kind of clean it up a little bit in the next one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to him, bro. I mean, he dropped out. He jumped back in though. Okay, here we go. Maybe a little internet reset, maybe game reset right there. Let's go ahead and get into it. Our 4th game. We're heading to maybe Western Air Simple. That's what they left open. Miami Dome and Mos Eisley. I'm thinking it's Western.
Yeah, I'm thinking similarly.
It's gonna be Miami. Dome. Okay.
All right, that's the only other option there. I mean, Mos Eisley, not really a common pick. We saw a good chunk of it, I think, in South America yesterday, and that threw me for a loop. But nobody else really be picking it. So here we go, pulling up into the next one here. We'll see if Miami Dome changes scenery, changes things for the blue team. Got for the red team, because blue team's been cooking.
Yeah,
there we go. Good damage already from Shade, 3-hitter.
Oh. Okay. Shade, big drag, double drag down right there, just grabbed him again. A good punish there from everybody. Oh, unfortunate. Hybrid actually interrupted that. They would have got the big slam down on Anime Fan. Might have been able to take that stock as well, too. But Anime Fan still might lose the stock. Does manage to make it back to the stage right there. Tries to get himself a ground pound. Not going to happen. And now Shades kind of mark his position. Actually changed target swap right there. Looks at Flower instead.
Okay. Nice catch with the down sig from Shade, getting a KO off the top, sending Flower straight to heaven. Wings of an Angel. This time around now, it's still looking rough for the red team. They haven't been able to find their stride. Easy openings from Hybrid, comboing off of any hit that Shade gets. There's absolute competitors here. But that's a nice little aggressive push from Flower to go ahead and get that first stock. Can we get one off a Hybrid, though?
Okay, chase up right there, but a little farther away. Glare. Sent my way packing. Everybody get sent packing right here. Hold on. Shade actually does manage to make it back. Anime Fan a little off the mark with that ground pound after Flower gets hit, but they still can't get the second stock off of Shade, though. But this is a bit of a turnaround here. Oh my God. What a combo. What a combo there from Hybrid and Shade to get that stock off of Flower.
Just like that, you know, it's looking bad. It's been looking bad, but it's looking worse for the red team here. I mean, down so much in the set already, trying to make the game 5 happen, and just moments like those just kind of seal it in a little bit harder here. I don't know how you make a comeback happen. Flower just gets smacked, doesn't have a dodge for a little while here. Has a good chunk of damage racked up for his final stock as well. I don't know. Maybe a double wipe here. Oh, they don't get anyone.
They're still trying. Oh, okay. That was clean.
That was sick.
I don't even know if he actually needed to
Let's
hit
go.
that. But he was like, you know, let me just get the team combo anyway. Off the recovery to the top. And now the team is all even. Flower's got to be the one to kind of play a little on the back foot as he's got the most damage here. Honestly, though, maybe he doesn't. He's still going kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, he's getting his smacks in. Oh, we got to be careful
my God.
here.
Ooh. Oh, it's a one-on-one.
What happened to
Shade? This is so unfortunate. It's going to be Hybrid Flower, but he's not having that much damage. It's got to be a hard-fought one-on-one here for Flower. Gets back to the stage. Standing right into the middle of that neutral. Double Sayer.
Nuh-uh. Flower! Flower, the weapon throw, do it. You didn't throw the weapon. He's going to pogo instead. Double pogo. He gets it. Flower clutches it out in a beautiful display of edge guarding. Immaculate performance. I don't know how they clawed that one back. That was crazy.
Bro. Flower,
what?
Flower is that he became that guy immediately in that game.
What?
And you know, you're looking at it's pretty much one Sarah away for Hybrid. Could not find it. Meanwhile, Flower with the best edge guarding sequence. The weapon toss, you know, would have been nice to see it a little earlier. He's like, you know what? Nah, I need some more pogos real quick. Catches him one more time. Boom, pogoed one more time. Bro is not making it back. Yeah, GG's, bro.
Nah, that was sick. You got that doubles. And that all started off of, I think.
It was a double Sayer.
Yeah, he got a double Sayer, right? He like tried to hit him with like a sidelight or something, and he jumped over it, weapon through, did the unarmed D-light, picked up the spear, true comboed it into the D-light double Sayer. I was like, all right, Flower, like, you got that, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's like right here. Yeah, right there. Oh, clean, bro.
Boom.
That's good, Brawlhalla.
Oh, the pickup. All right, bro. Yeah, the down light off of the unarmed, and then he bro. Yeah, that's some good Brawlhalla right there. For sure.
Insane.
Okay. All right, going into game 5, man. The momentum definitely on the side of the red team now. Shade and Hybrid, while they've been looking solid throughout the set, I mean, that right there could be a momentum sapper for sure, y'all. That we should have been out of this set already and moving into the next one, but not happening on the back of Flower being able to get that crazy comeback. Already in the deep red too, bro. Bro was literally one Sayer away, but now see what he can do here. 1-2 Miami Dome one more time. See if they can go ahead and complete the game 5.
Yeah, they made it this far. Just one more step to go. Oh my God, that early knockout from the recovery, and then we have Shade on the side, probably trying to get Flower, and then the coverage with the ground pound. The save comes out though. Do we get a turnaround? Oh, not quite, because Hybrid's there with a side sig, and it doesn't pan out for Flower. The blue team takes and wastes no time going ahead and getting themselves a lead in this last game.
And that was the good person to actually get the hit on Q. Like, you know, he knew he was gonna hit his partner, but he knew he was gonna get that stock as well. Now Hybrid struggling to try to get not the same situation right there. You still Flowers like, hey, you know I got that edge guard.
Well, he runs into the down tick. It's not enough to KO. Flower positioning to try to get a team combo. There's nothing that comes his way though. Nice. It's not enough.
Okay.
No dodge in anime. Has to recover high. Gets caught. Almost gets hit by the exhaust recovery. Sweat beats for Shade, but no one's there to capitalize.
Sair doesn't finish him off though. Bro is still coming back to the stage. Oh, okay. Well, you're definitely
Save?
gone
Oh,
for sure.
he tried. Flower tried to put out that nair. He was just a little bit too high, couldn't get the trajectory, and that's why we saw Anime end up losing that stock. Now down to his final. Hybrid still has 3 stocks. TK.
They cannot stop him. He cannot be hit. He cannot be taken off of the stage. And, well, okay, put himself in a position to potentially get taken out. Ends up getting Flower hit. And we are just missing these recoveries. Anime off the mark twice. Not hitting Hybrid now. Both of them down to their last stock. 2 stocks here on Shades. 3 stocks here on Hybrid. Hybrid is still living even after that.
Nice
Gonna
combo.
make it back to the stage like it's nothing.
Oh, kind of think. Flower gets around. Nice, makes it back. Can we get a turnaround? The recovery's gonna get 1 stock off the side. Flower goes with hot pursuit. Anime fan keeps stepping on his toes.
Yeah, there's a lot of team mutiny happening, I think, right now on the red team, unfortunately, which has got them at this point.
Nice save.
Can they get the stock off of Shade? This will be huge. Oh, wait a minute. Shade says, I have a different idea.
Man.
Ground pound, and Flower is out of there. Oh,
Flower.
no.
Tried to put in overtime, but
Okay,
ain't nothing you can do. Seeing Shade at Hybrid, just a cut above. Securing game 5. I have to give my respect to Anime and Flower for even getting to game 5, because it wasn't looking like they were gonna, but other team just too strong.
I was saying, maybe that's a momentum sapper, but I think they was upset about that loss. They kind of went into this 5th game ready to go. Yeah, good. I mean, great stuff. Just in general, to both teams. I mean, getting into that game 5 was super nice. Shade and Hybrid, though, will be the winners moving into the top 8. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow. Absolutely wonderful just display of games. I'm still hype about that comeback, even though they end up winning the set. But, that's the way doubles Brawlhalla goes. I'm glad that we're having people really show up today.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna need a little time to think about that combo, and on top of that, the next few teams that are coming up, because we got 2 more matches for you before we go ahead and call it here on the Pro Brawlhalla stream, which then means you all move over to Brawlhalla to watch the top 8. But before that, we got to get through 2 more matches, and we'll do that right after this break. Don't go anywhere. We got more doubles action right after this.
Lightning down inside your soul. Oh, it's a one-way ticket, a journey somewhere you don't know, the kind of place you visit. Put down roots and call it home. You, baby, and me, see it now like a movie. Slow-mo cut to the last scene, just as the lights go down. All the things I thought I knew, oh, you broke every single rule. Life began when I met you, the kind of love you only dream about. Counting down the minutes, waiting for the phone to ring. Over my words I'm tripping, but I don't care. It's you and me. I feel it in the wind now. I'm letting go of all I don't need. Oh, if I never come down on my way, I'm supposed to be. You could be the end of me. See it now like a movie. Slow-mo cut to the last scene, just as the lights go down. All the things I thought I knew, oh, you broke every single rule. Life began when I met you, the kind of love you only dream about.
간식 시간이다.
너 좀 먹을래? 없어. 잘 먹을게. 크게 불태워보자. 배고파. 빨리 해보자고. Time to unleash the dragon. Real powers 맛은 바로 이거다. 디저트도 먹어. I'm working up an appetite. 밖에는 거북이, 안에는 드래곤. 이기는 건 디저트만큼 달콤한 거야. 거의. Welcome to Brawlhalla.
All right, we're back at it, and we got 2 more sets for you. As I said, it looks like we're gonna have Jacoby and Scent versus Greedy and Shadow is our next set. And I'm looking at the picks here. Got a little bit of the unorthodox picks. I mean, I see the Volkov is pulling up. That's nice. And then I see Barraza, who I don't get to see too often as of late. You know, Blaster's not really being super meta. And on top of that, just I think when you're thinking about Axe, there's probably other Axe legends you can use. But happy to see both those characters on my screen. As on the other side of things, we got Macho Man, aka Ogrim, and then Orion for Jacoby and Scent.
Yeah, this one should be fun. I mean, Volkov, definitely not someone that you see all the time. One of the kind of characters I'm looking at for when the dex changes go through, just because he has so much of it that he can always, you know, spec into another stance if you want. And he has some ridiculous signatures, man. People kind of sleep on Volkov. Not really for a good reason. Like, the SIGs are good. You know, granted, you know, maybe he hits a little light. People do like high strength Scythe, and he's definitely a little bit on the lower end in that regard. But it's not like he has like 1 or 2. You know, he got a solid 4. I think that's okay. And then you have an Axe. So, like, we'll see how that works out. Now, Volkov Barraza, I ain't never see this before. So
yeah,
I got to see what they're cooking.
They got something, and they were deep in the lab on this one, because there's definitely not a team I'm thinking about when I'm, you know, just in my head being like, all right, these are the combos we about to see. I don't know. We'll find out though. On to the big flat stage here, no platforms involved. As we head over to the Attack on Titan stage and see what we get between this very unorthodox blue team.
Okay. So start here. Neutral light into the side to the music from Shadow. I mean, oh, and he got the cat. He's shooting up. Goes for a hard read there as well. Not going to connect. We also see Shadow trying to get the charge side stick as well. Volkov got some slimy signatures, man. You got to watch out.
I was like, that boy was blasting for real, though. That Barraza, yeah, the sound effects of them blasters was going crazy for like the first 20 seconds. Nice. Okay. Asterisk finds his mark here. Double axe action. See Sen right here. Not trying to pick a bad option. Get out of dodge. He's getting hit. Oh, the second in light not going to hit, but that would have definitely gave him the chance to DI anyway. These side sigs here from Volkov are all hitting.
And it's a really hard move to punish, too. And if he charges it, he can fly so far away. You know, these people got to be careful. Volkov is a SIG spammer by design.
Back down. He gets nice. In light. Speaking of, we get the down SIG there. Slide in down SIG. Orion classic.
This is the down SIG there, but not going to get punished too hard for it. You can see George or Greedy on the side there. Just putting on a little bit of extra damage, throwing out those blasts, but they haven't really been able to get a team combo off of any of these blasters attacks. There we go. It's going to be a side air to go ahead and get rid of one of those stocks, but can we get anything more? Okay.
Quick nair, push a little further away again. I'm surprised to see it. Like, I feel like Volkov is the one that's in the back more. Even when the blaster's in the hand, I kind of expect the blaster to be the one that would be in the back, but it seems like they've worked this team out in a different way. And it's, you know, not successful right now. They're going to lose that stock, unfortunately. Ooh, okay.
Wow, no punish.
No punish on that at all.
Volkov with some tricky SIGs to punish, a lot of them leaving him airborne, and jump actionable at the end of them as well, so it can be a little bit tricky to know where to place your hitboxes. Nice side air from Greedy
there, but he only hit his teammate regardless, though. They're going to find something here.
Nice.
Okay, just a small combo. 4-piece.
Nice attempt, and Greedy with the turnaround. End light, it's not enough to knock out, though. Gonna need one more. Nice. nair-planing each other. Kind of taking turns and racking up a bunch of damage on a Greedy. This is where Volkov probably starts throwing out side sig soon. There's one. Yep.
Hey. Now, oh. Call my man on the other side, though. Unfortunate. He is going to get sent out of there. Okay.
That Rocket Lance is crazy.
Yeah. What the? Oh, okay. Didn't get the drop down. That would have been nice, though. Definitely wanted to finish that combo off with the drop down neutral air into the neutral sig. Now both of them kind of holding their power lances right now. Oh, it's the first hit. Expecting to dodge up. He's going to dodge out this time around.
Nice punish. And now just one clean hit. Even an N-Light will probably do it.
Bro, he is just over here. He's like, I don't know what to do. The range of these weapons is going to be the ground pound after the neutral light hits. And that is going to be the first game going over to Jacoby and Sent. Good stuff. Yeah, the Unorthodox team, I mean, there was a lot going on from this this Volkov, as you can see by the damage. But outside of that, like, opening gamut from Barraza, I feel like I didn't really get to see much after that. I heard a lot of shots going off. I guess they just weren't hitting.
Yeah, you know, just kind of warning shots. Maybe too many warning shots. Because ain't nobody was getting hit, really. And it's interesting, too, because I was thinking that there might be maybe a hidden synergy that I didn't know about between these two characters. But if there is, we didn't get a chance to see it. We didn't really get to see any cool team combos between the two of them. Maybe the opportunity just never really arose, but maybe in game 2 they were able to find them.
Okay. Shots on shots right there. Still, I mean, I'm here. As I said, I'm hearing the blaster. I just gotta see those hits. Gotta see those hits come through. You know, they're trying to run like 2 1v1s right now, though. Can be fine if your team is definitely very good at that. And with the unorthodoxness of this team, I could see that being a more viable strategy. But right now, you know, kind of cutting down the middle. Volkov having the most damage on the screen, though. Oh,
okay. Oh, nothing. An attempt to pick up here. Recovery into the wall. Can we close out the stock? No, nice save from Jacoby there with the D-Light. And then again with the recovery.
Ooh. Okay. Sent out of there real quick, and now Shade makes his way through. Oh,
okay. Nice little pick up there with the slide into the recovery as well. Blue team with the baby lead, but you know they're in the lead, which is not something that we're used to seeing quite yet. We'll see how long they can hang on to it though, because they are quite beaten. Okay, that's one.
Yeah,
we
that's
see
one.
Two here. Is Shadow able to make it back?
Let's make it back right here. You got good juke. Okay, tries to get a clean punish there on the left side. He actually still has a chance to go for it again. Dropped it one more time, but he's finding a lot of these end lights started up.
Okay, hits his teammate with the side sig, man.
Ooh. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Both of them on the right side of the stage. Somebody has to get back to the stage and create a little space. Not gonna happen though. Easy pickup from Sent. And now Shade, or not Shade, sorry.
A Shadow.
Volkov, a Shadow. There it is. Having to get back into the mix. Got weapon in hand though, and this has kind of been the weapon that I've been seeing a lot of these side sticks actually ring on. I see he's trying to line another one up.
Wow, nice save. And Shadow trying to get something here, trying to get out of the corner, been stuck there for a while, gets smacked by his teammate back into the corner. But now they have a chance to get some stage presence, and a hard read does not work out for Shadow. Back into the corner, this time on the other side of the stage. Tries to go for an end sig, that's not going to connect. It seems a little bit lost, honestly, in terms of like how to hit the enemy team, and you can see they're all kind of, both members of the blue team are kind of floundering here. They can't figure out how to win the neutral.
Okay, yeah, he said get up out of here. Quick with it. Sent factor now. Bro is got the double knockout. He's dominating. I think he's got 4 stocks now, all taken on this just one. So gotta see if he can keep this going, and it seems like he's doing a good job of it right there. Great landing there on the small part of the stage on the left side, avoiding any more damage. Oh.
Let's see. Oh, almost gets a nice little conversion there. Not going to lead to much. The down air sends pretty high. And the finisher coming out from Shadow here. Now we have a final stock game across the board. This one's actually pretty close. Scent's going to have to kind of take the lead. Wow, just absolutely takes out the trash with that D-lane to the ground pound. And now Shadow left to finesse in a 2v1. Probably going to be going for Jacoby first.
It's definitely still possible. He's got to avoid getting sandwiched in. I get team combo to Oblivion. Honestly, don't even need the team combo, just the whiff and then the punish off the whiff, the down stage, get him out of here.
All right, better game, all things considered, for Shadow and Greed, but still not enough to make a meaningful change to the result of the game. Now down 2 different games here, and one more shot to try to keep their bracket life alive here on the elimination side. All right, back to Fortress.
What happened, bro?
I'm not feeling it, but
it's just a weird team, bro. Like, it's just a weird team. The combinations don't really feel like they're flowing together the way that the combination can flow together for Jacoby and Scent. And also, Scent just kind of went on a tear in that last game. So
yeah, true.
If he's got that type of momentum coming into this one, yeah, it's going to be a hard-fought battle here for Shadow and Greedy.
All right. I mean, so far, you know, a decent start. Both teams kind of jockeying for position, getting good chunks of damage in here and there, and not really committing too hard. Great start for the blue team. This double axe composition, that's something that's tried and true in his work, regardless of the legend. Maybe they should be using more of that if they get a chance, though, because when they get split up, it's really hard for them to reconvene back in the center. You see a lot of the time we're watching either Shadow or Greed stuck in the corner of the stage, but this time now, maybe we'll see a different result as a great edge guard coming out from Greed. Doesn't get stopped. The weapon throw stops the ground pound as well. Can they get the turnaround on Ascent? Not quite, but good damage regardless.
Okay. Try to mix it up right there, but unfortunately, though, now it's going to be Shadow over here trying to survive. He's doing a good job of a nice evasion. Let his teammate get back to the stage, but only could evade for so long. Immediately would have pick up, and quick awareness there from Jacoby as well to go ahead and turn that around and get that stock. Now, once again, Sin, only person on that first stock, leading the pack.
So much damage being racked up so fast here as well. Sidelight Nairs, the rocket launch show as the blue team tries to stop it, but they can't. They just keep getting. All you hear is the sounds of heavy metal crushing against their skulls. They seem, I don't know, between a rock and a hard place, man. I hope they can bring it back, but the momentum is surely swinging in the favor of the red team.
Okay. Takes up. Wow. Got him one more time as well. Hold on. Juke.
He has no dodge.
Greedy.
Nice patience from Scent.
Uh-oh, there. Okay, I thought they were going to try to get another weapon star, but they see blood in the water. Greedy having a hard time getting back to the stage. Finally managed to make it happen. We took quite a bit of damage over there. Uh-oh.
They're aggressing so hard here. Scent still with 3 stops. Greed with 1. Oh man, what a
guy right there.
Tough go. They just can't get anything started right now.
Yeah. And just like that, quick Sair is going to take out his teammate and Shade, but with the fact that he's got that such a solid lead, I don't think it matters too much as long as Kobe doesn't come in here and immediately get combo, but there hasn't really been a lot of combos here from the blue team. Already big chances of it, so it really does feel like they're trying to play 2-1-2-1 or like small passes more so than the side of the red team was getting some pretty big passes.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, how do you stop the bleeding Greed? You know, about to lose his stock here, hanging on. Oh, beautiful catch, double neutral sig. If you can kind of collapse on a Jacoby here, you might have a chance, and that down air might be the start. Greed doesn't secure the edge guard. Scent comes in to try to help. Oh no,
God.
that backside, no. Jacoby needs help.
Oh my gosh, you know
works.
what? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. He is like Jacoby here, noble sacrifice here. He actually hit him like 2 times, bro.
Yeah.
Bro said I'm coming to help, and he actually did like more harm. So as long as Scent wins this one-on-one, which should be pretty easy for me, he had a very solid start, and you know he's been on fire pretty much the entirety of the set. Okay. Didn't get that down sig to hit right there in the face, but another side air.
Nice fade back. Can never underestimate Scythe, especially against unarmed. But it don't matter. You just confident. There was no doubt in his mind that was going to hit.
Surge, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he inputted that all as one hit, no confirm. Like, that was the one button on his controller for sure. The downlight into the recovery. Quick with it. Jacoby and Saint going to keep moving there now on the top as well. 833 damage. God damn. That boy going crazy, bro.
Nah, they were in there. You could tell by the way he was playing too. He was up in there, really showing them who's the king, I guess.
I gotta get that boy. I gotta hit him with it. 833 damage. Like, I gotta give him an effect on that one, bro. Gosh, bro is going crazy over there for sure. All right. Good stuff to Sent, though. Yeah, I said he was on fire the entire time, and well, you know, the stat line is going to show you that at the very end. So we got one more game for you. I see Snipes, I see Sweaty Meat, Aquatic, and Garchomp all in the building. I think that's Sweaty Meat and Aquatic we're going to team it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Looks like it. Okay.
Man, this one should be a fun one to end on. I mean, you know, Snipes has been really grinding for a while, to be honest. And so it's nice to kind of see him get this far in bracket. And take a look here. PR 46, right? And so, you know, granted, 11 different top 32s. This is the kind of player that, you know, grinds and then slowly but surely makes those improvements. And so I'm happy to see him get this far. And never made a top 8, but potentially today could be the day if they're able to kind of go ahead and squeak their way through here.
Hey, Mowgli are here as last person we needed into the screen. And so, yeah, Snipes Mowgli gonna try to take down Sweaty Meat and Aquatic. Be the last person to qualify for the top 8 on the loser side of things, lower side of things.
And even with that too, I mean, classic team combos all around. Wushang, Onyx, Taros, Bryn. Ain't no we ain't never seen before. You know, this is all standard 2s legend picks here. Granted, we haven't seen a whole lot of Bryn this weekend, but she's still around. She shows up, you know, here and there. And so shouldn't be, neither of these teams should be surprised by any of the tech that they get hit by. It's going to come down to the individual players themselves, as it always does. But I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh man, I didn't know this tech existed. By this point, they should be well seasoned and familiar.
Absolutely. All right. So nice to see Bryn back on the screen, though. Definitely like a very middle of the road character when it comes down to the stats. But 2 great weapons. You know, never had bad weapon in the hand. Axe been good. Spear been good. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, nice little chase coming out there from Snipes with the recovery. He's really just playing it kind of safe, hovering a little bit, falling low on his opponents, and then letting that recovery rip.
Hey, let me get unarmed there. Aquatic. I feel like he had that axe in hand and really couldn't get much off of it. I saw the Sweaty Meat try to get in there and protect Aquatic with that his own recovery. It just wasn't fast enough. Mowgli is going to hit that hit. Mowgli. Boy,
Mowgli. Now we'll see here. I mean, so far pretty decent. No punish there on the down sig as well. It's gonna be a good breakaway for Aquatic. Good defensive movement as well. And that's the stock. Nice pickup there.
Okay. Sweaty over here trying to mark Snipes. Snipes getting back to the stage one more time now. Trying to get a team combo here onto Aquatic. Aquatic has been having a rough go at it right now, already on his second stock in the deep red. And meanwhile, the Sweaty Meat has been living until I say it again. You see it, it's gone. And now Aquatic might not be able to make this one back either. Does manage to make it back. Exhausted recovery. Nobody over there to try to actually put any pressure onto him. Sweaty Meat now back in the mix. Got himself a hammer.
Okay, oh, both members of the blue team with that. Almost gets the down stick too, and the Sweaty Meat is there to follow with the side air. Maybe a ground pound to end it, and that's it.
It's going to be enough. Sweaty Meat once again putting the team on the map, keeping that solid lead. Snipes and Mowgli can get the stock off of Aquatic, potentially, if they were able to create enough space. 2v1 action going. But currently, it's just hits for hits. Going back and forth. When you're behind, you don't want to be trading like this, and that's exactly what they're doing. Almost got the pick up off that down air with the down light.
Nice attempt with the down tick there. It's not going to work. Sweaty Meat doing all right. Ooh, Mowgli almost losing the stock there. Snipes, even more damage. Beautiful weapon throw to save himself. Oh, wow. Okay. Just like that,
huge.
2v1 scenario.
That was huge. Yeah, the whole time Snipes was over there trying to find himself a weapon in the middle. And man, the last hitbox of that down heavy, bro. Long-lasting hitbox works out for Aquatic. Sweaty Meat moving forward. Yeah, I mean, that was Mowgli not really able to get much going. 337 damage is definitely not anything to write home about. But, you know, was able to at least tank a lot of hits. He had a pretty high amount of damage given to him. But we got to turn around and deliver some of that damage back if we want a chance to get a W.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a rough go for game one. I mean, Sweaty Meat definitely looked like the MVP in that game. Hoping that the blue team's able to kind of cook something up here, maybe mix it up with the stage pick, see where they want to go. All right, here comes the strikes. Looks like we're going to one of Fortress Alliance, Air Temple, or Mishima Dojo. Nobody really wants to go to Mishima Dojo, and Air Temple gets slashed out. And so, as a result, there was only one stage that remains.
All right. Heading over to the small Fortress Alliance. Once again here in this tournament, that's a very popular stage here. So expect to see it quite often. Here we go. Gotta see how this one plays out, though. Yeah, that first game, I mean, there was a moment where I felt like the blue team was a little more in sync than I was at the beginning, and then the red team just kind of picked it back up. But I think it was all off the back of the Sweaty Meat just really never getting hit. Bro was living on that third stock for quite some time. It's been a lot of back and forth here. But on the receiving end of the damage has mostly been Mowgli and Aquatic. Mowgli gonna lose that stock though. Double down light to the Sayer again. Okay. I thought Sweaty's gonna try to get in position, maybe go for a recovery on the way out. Doesn't even need it though. Snipes gonna get pushed way down as well. Now Mowgli trying to find his way back to the stage. Does manage to do it. Good stuff.
Okay, nice little opener there with the side light. Red team already commanding a lead in this game too. Down 6, gonna go ahead and equalize things a little bit, but Snipes and Mowgli need to play a little bit more aggressive while they're waiting for Aquatic to respond. They don't get anything out of Sweaty Meat in that time, and probably regretting it here as they're struggling to find their hits. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Okay, Team Mutiny does manage to make it back, though, and they're still, getting a long edge guard there. Got the double neutral air coming in from Mowgli. Mowgli getting sent down one more time. Great weapon toss.
The down to pick that up. Good damage. Oh! He dodged off his partner, and then he KOs his partner. Oh, man.
The Team Mutiny. Oh, no. All right, now we got to get back to the stage and hopefully try to make something happen here. Tries to get another ground pound. Well played, well timed. Side air, though. Coming in from Mowgli. Finally loses that stock, though. Now Snipes. You're on the left side. Gets himself another weapon. Just a quick Sayer. Okay. Knew what side he was going to be on. Finds it.
All right. It's close, but yet again, Sweaty Meat hanging on to those stocks longer than anyone else. It's been the difference maker in all the games we've seen so far.
Okay.
Wow, nice punish.
Yeah, scooped up right there. Another one. Oh, okay, that was clean. Okay, knocking him left and right with it. Big damage coming out from Sweaty Meat and Aquatic. Okay, now Mowgli by himself. It does not seem to matter though. Sweaty Meat is really just all over these boys right now. Multiple times. 233 damage, the only thing he's been able to deliver. Yeah, Mowgli is not having a great time here in this set.
Yeah, it's just brutal. It's just brutal. And like, once it gets down to those last stock situations, because Sweaty Meat always has two, he just be swinging. Like he's not worried. He's not anxious. He's not, thinking that like, oh, I could be throwing by doing this, and having the ability to do that and have that level of confidence to just kind of throw out extremely strong hitboxes willy-nilly, it adds up, man, because eventually it's going to hit.
1, brawl.
Okay. Here we go. Getting back into it, man. We got to see how this one plays out one more time. Currently, it has definitely been okay. Snipes and Mowgli on the back foot for most of the time. It's really just like Mowgli though. Like I think he's just having a hard time dealing with. Maybe it's just Sweaty. Sweaty so far has been like the playmaker or the big. I guess the big question that needs to be answered here for the blue team. Here we go.
Oh man,
Good weapon toss down.
and
He couldn't even get the pickup right there.
Sweaty
And
Meat.
that's unfortunate, bro. Yeah, Mowgli was in position to get the team combo, but he missed it and then just lost his stock for it right there. Aquatic gonna lose that stock as well, though. Now it's just up to Sweaty and Snipes who lose that stock first. Sweaty's trying to make it be Snipes. The double still can't get it.
Yeah, I thought the second one would have been enough for sure, but looks like we're gonna have Aquatic come and pick it up with that Nensig, and Molly is trying to buy some time here. Oh wow, good patience there from Aquatic. Can't get the pick up, but I love the idea. Ooh. Okay. All right, nothing, man. Blue team's not able to get like any momentum at all. Jeez. Oh my God.
Wait. Aquatic is go. Well, look, he definitely went deep sea diving for that one, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Had the snorkel and everything, bro.
Oh, bro, my man said Aquatic, I'm Aquaman, bro. Let's get it. Okay. This is put the team way far into the lead now. Aquatic with some very huge plays, and he's still out here. Look at him. Long distance edge guards.
Oh, man. And at this point, the red team's just kind of chilling here. They're just having fun with it at this point. I don't really think they feel like there's any threat to them losing to smash. That ground pound's going to seal the deal on the Mowgli. Now it's all up to Snipes to make this comeback, and I don't think it's happening. I mean, look at this damage. That side air would have for sure ended the game, but it's not going to take much longer. If that down six enough, Snipes has nothing left in the tank. GG.
Okay. Bro's still trying to make it happen down there, Aquatic. Yeah, I mean, the damage ain't gonna tell you, but Aquatic absolutely, like, he sealed this game a stock and a half ago, man. That was a super big double edge guard, and that is gonna get his team the W. So what do you mean? Aquatic will be moving on as well into our top 8, which means our top 8 is all solidified. But congratulations to them with a very solid finish.
Yeah, no, that was. Dang, you know, it must suck to get that far in bracket, and then, you know, you're just shy from top 8, and then you kind of go out like that, right? Like, you know, I feel like there's different tiers and calibers of player that you're kind of making your way through as you're going through a bracket, especially on the elimination side. And then to get there and to kind of get gapped like that, definitely gonna be a hard thing to come back from. But I'm sure next time they'll come back stronger whenever Springs comes around.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see, though, man. I think we just gotta like practice up. I mean, these are, you know, Mowgli was having a pretty hard time there, and I get it. You know, you're playing a very defensive legend, so you're expected to take some hits, but like, you gotta get some hits there in as well. Yeah. So that's gonna be maybe a little team practice to get him ready for Springs, which will be happening a little later in the year. But as of right now, that is going to be it for us here on this stream. That's right, Brawlhalla will be shutting down, but you know what's not shutting down? The tournament, as you can go over to twitch.tv/Brawlhalla and watch the rest of it. The top 8, got the boys in the studio ready to make it happen. So definitely catch that, and we will catch you guys on the next one, which should be Springs very soon. Have a good night.